Is this the family reunion we're watching? What are we watching, Zach? Joe Diffie looks like he's played a huge part of your life, Zach, especially that Firebird behind you. It looks like if he was reincarnated into a vehicle, it'd be that one.
That Firebird has got a...
R.I.P. Joe Diffie.
That's my... that's how I picture myself sometimes.
That's how you look right now. Almost, you just need a little more party in the back, and then you'd be.
I look right now.
Hey Corey, I got a question.
Fire alarms going off in my building.
Corey, I got a question for you.
What's up, Hurt? Tell me.
You think you're better than us, putting yourself on the bottom left of the screen instead of being in a square like the rest of us? You think you're better than us?
No, but it's not about that, Hurt. It's about proportion. Look how much bigger you are. You look like more of a massive man.
Don't try to fluff me up.
This is not a fluff.
Don't try to fluff me up.
If I was
you're the king of fluff. You're the king of fluff. All right.
Yeah. I'm the king of fluff.
Yeah, you're the king of fluff.
All right, guys. We'll have a good show. I'll see you guys later.
Creepy. Yeah, that's right. Get at it. No, Corey, wait, we need you. Corey, I don't know how to navigate the stream. Corey.
Oh, Mayday.
We just talked though, don't we? Right?
See what happened. King of fluff.
Yeah,
Come on.
He presses buttons.
So now you need something. You want me back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need you, Corey.
Okay.
Okay. Part of this stream. By the way, welcome to the Tangent Stream. We got the stream team here. We got Corey Hartford. We got Big Hurt. We got Little Dan. We got everything going. I'm just kidding. Not Little Dan. He's the biggest.
You gotta get out there like that. I mean, already in the comments, you got lit up, and then Zach.
Someone in the comments said Dan wears shorts, but they're pants on him.
What is this? Is this Light Up Monday? Is this what we're doing right now?
That's just disrespectful. Where do you get off just typing something like that? You're like, all right, wait a second. I got something.
Who we burning today? Dan, we're gonna light up Dan. Let's go ahead, Chad. Let's go.
Guess what? If we had a tournament, if we had a Mortal Kombat tournament, but real life, Dan would probably win. So you got to watch what you say around him.
Oh yeah, you don't want to 1v1 Dan because he'll ABAC ABB select start on you. You know what I mean?
Dan's the kind of guy that would beat your ass, but then flex while doing it. Like he would like punch you in the face, do a backflip, and then like kick you in the teeth. You know what I mean? Like unnecessary flex karate.
Dude, well, there's some comments, Dan, I'm sure you've seen where people are like, oh, how tall is Dan? How tall is Dan? And it's like, yo, Dan's a ninja. Dan is proportioned correctly to whoop ass. That's
honestly, I would take a how tall is Dan comment over a how fat is Hurt. So
almost the same thing, though. It's close. But it doesn't really. You guys don't realize everybody's a giant. I'm actually 6 foot. Everybody's huge, really tall on our stuff.
The other one, platforms. The other one that we got, which Zach, you're bringing back, is the mustache and the bump stop.
Yeah, I'm just bringing that back just so I can shave it off again.
Oh, dude, you hurt feelings, dude. You hurt some feelings by doing that.
This is a long commitment. Okay, this is 12 or 13 days of growth.
Is it when you go in public, do people judge you differently with having a big old mustache and a bump stop?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's
I don't
tough,
know.
dude.
People seem to be it's a toss up, man. I haven't been able to, you know what? I haven't gone, obviously there's no like public. So yeah. I mean there's like,
Corey
on the internet.
Corey,
yeah.
This is the same.
I was about to say, did we tell the people who our guest is? But it's in the title.
Yeah, well, we should tell the people who our guest is. I mean, let's just get informed. Let's, do this properly.
Okay. Well, our guest today is Amelia Hartford, Miss Amelia on Instagram. Yep. She's a friend of mine. She's a friend of the culture. She's fun. Mm. She's done a whole bunch of stuff as far as getting the new G-Body that she got from her grandma and put a new LS in it. She's trying to run like single digits in that car. She's one of the first people to get a new C8 Vet. She's very awesome to watch on YouTube. She's had a little dabble in movies. It's real fun to talk to. So we got.
She's had quite the come up. She's been grinding. She's been grinding,
dude.
Like us being stupid little drift kids, right? Like she's got an LS S14. Now she's got a C8 Vet with nitrous.
Dude, I was just thinking about that because our thumbnail's like a picture of her standing next to a C8. I'm like, dude, I can't even get a Pontiac G8. I can't get anything with an 8 in it, dude. So like, she's already like that. She's just a little bit up there. So goals, I guess.
We're the Sunfire crew.
The Sunfire boys, dude.
Sunfire gang.
G8, C8, V8.
If you got a Pontiac Sunfire, holler at us.
Oh, yeah.
Who owns a Pontiac Sunfire currently? Like, if there's one still in existence and it hasn't been wrapped around a telephone pole, or just in a ditch, or if it has been in a ditch, which it probably has. I mean,
I saw a Sunfire run an 8 Nopi.
Is this the quarter mile or pulling out of a parking spot?
Quarter mile, 8 seconds.
It ran 8 quarter-mile passes.
That's the fastest stripper car I've ever heard of in my life, dude.
In or around Missouri, running like an 8-second Sunfire.
Someone said they have a Cavalier. That's close enough.
Yeah.
That's really close.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same DNA for sure. Yeah, and by the way, guys, I put on my Tiger King drip just because, I'm Joe Exotic, might be in the pen, but I'm ready to take his job. So if you guys want to start a wildlife foundation or you want to get buck wild, you let me know because we're gonna herd some tigers. Damn it!
Honestly, I can't wait for season 2.
Dude,
No.
There has to be a season.
There has to be. It's still continuing, right?
Yeah, Joe's bringing the whole empire down.
Oh yeah, he's in prison right now, flexing so hard. Right?
You know how many dudes? Never mind.
No, see, this is paradise, dude. He's in paradise right now. My poor Joe, dude. Don't.
He's got a whole stable right now.
Why?
Oh, dude, I just saw a question that was actually really good. Get a GTO or a Grand Prix. You guys remember a GTP?
Oh yeah, I had 2 friends with GTPs in high school, man.
Did they embarrass you?
Wait.
Just get walked on by an old Grand Prix?
Is that the front wheel drive like supercharged V6?
Yeah.
Those things.
Pull something cool up. Somebody pull something.
Let's pull up a GTP roast in some cars. Or
Did Zach say he had some cool shit to show us?
Yeah. Also, I think we should another video segment now that we're talking about GTPs and these other G8s and things like that. We should do a segment of the best sleeper cars. Like we should find videos of the best sleeper rigs. Because there's a minivan. I think it's like a Ford Windstar. That looks bone stock that pops wheelies. And I'm like, that's something that my mom should have. I wouldn't trust her driving. She'd kill us, but still something that she should own one day. Chat, what's going on? By the way, shout out to our moderators in chat. All you guys coming through, keeping it real. All you guys chatters coming here. We're getting booted up on a Monday. 5 days a week, boys. We're doing Tangents Live. We have a bunch of special guests this week. Maybe we'll leak some on Instagram. But like Dan was saying, Amelia Hartford's coming in. She's been doing a bunch of cool shit on YouTube. And building a bunch of cool cars. And so hopefully we'll catch up with her in a bit, talking about her projects and her future projects. And also at the same time, while the boys are pulling up some stuff, we're going to hold that video right there. Hold that. Don't play that yet. Because we got to thank Falcon Tire for coming in and being a part of the show. So shout out to Falcon Tire, you guys. Exclamation point Falcon in chat. Right here we're watching some rock crawling, which Hurt did with JTP again, which Hurt, you've been spending a lot of time with JTP and doing a bunch of wild stuff.
It's my drift dad.
See, that's why I was wondering why you kept calling him dad in the comments. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Why
that was
who's
actually
dad?
Really,
Hurt's the dad here. But JTP,
that was a really fun day. Yeah,
it was just a genuinely good time with friends.
What was the story behind this? What just off-roading? Testing?
Yeah, we just wanted to go hang out with the boys. I mean, anytime you got an opportunity to drive something new and take it to where it belongs, why wouldn't you take it,
Because I'd probably throw up on myself looking at these rocks you guys are running over right now.
Take it to where it belongs, a.k.a. its grave. Let's go.
Jump it, romp it, bury it.
Old girl made it out alive, okay?
It made it out, and then they gave it back to us, and then we took it to King of the Hammers. And then it took way more abuse. I have a hilarious video from inside of that.
That was the same one?
It came back one piece, couldn't break it.
And when you did off-roading in the Jeep, Hurt, did you actually drive it, or you and Dan switched spots?
No,
I drove it.
Ooh, and he didn't break anything either. Chat's like, damn, and Hurt didn't break a damn thing.
Yeah, everyone thinks I break everything, but that's just the internet. Okay.
Yeah, you kind of roasted us when we drew a picture of your hood flying up. That seems like it's a very...
You want some of this?
Dude, are you warming up those hands real quick?
You want some of this? Hit you with that Wanderlei Silva.
No. What you do is you put your... No. I thought we were going to do our secret high five where then you open up and look inside, Oh, don't do that. That's dirty. Don't do that. That got me kicked out of elementary school. I can't do that again here. When I was in school. All right, so who had the video? We got some G8s, guys.
Oh,
what's going on?
yeah.
Groomer, random, chef, dude. We're going to jump some videos. Here we go.
Okay, so trying to find videos of like Pontiac GTPs. This right here is a GTP, right? It's front wheel drive. It's a supercharged V6, right? And then we got it going up against the GTO. Guess that's a first gen, probably like a 5.7 liter.
Okay.
This is said GTP, just
checking out on them.
Basically walking.
Well, they're supercharged, aren't they?
Yeah, the supercharged V6.
What do you run?
Let's see what he gets on the clock. 12.9 at 105.
Are you optimized?
Hey, chat, can we get optimized in chat? Please, chat, spam optimize in chat. Jacob Horgan, what's going on, man?
Yeah, whatever.
Well, since you guys talked about sleepers, I want to show you my favorite sleeper.
What do you got? What do you got on deck? Okay.
Oh.
Hey, being
the boosted boys, I'm trying to get them on the live stream
we got to get them on the live stream.
But they're rebuilding this van right now for even more horsepower, but that's so sick.
Hertz optimized right now too, you can tell.
I can't
look at this thing with the chute.
Taking all the bandwidth.
Dude, shout out to Boosted Boys.
Yeah, we're gonna get Kyle in the game on our live stream.
What up, Jay?
Yeah, that thing's hard.
Yo, it's so sick. It's not so sleeper in the track mode, but when it's on the street.
Yeah, we need to have an ultimate sleeper section, or at least cover some sleeper cars. I have a couple, and I'm telling you, it's the minivans.
The Dodge Caravan from like the late 80s when they came out with the turbo caravans, like is iron block 4-cylinder. You could just throw a bunch of boost at it. You know, you put an intercooler on it, and you run basically a straight down pipe and a bunch of fuel. And dudes were running like pretty sick times in these like woody.
Those things were like 12s, easy.
Yeah,
you can get 11s.
Let's see if we can bring that up.
Those things are so sick.
Let's see. I'm gonna send you a video too that I believe is one of my ultimate sleepers. And a couple pieces of the criteria, a few things that I look at in a sleeper is, one, I got to make sure my boys can ride it with me, right? I'm not going to get a sleeper that only fits me. I need 4 or 5 of my friends in there laughing as we blow doors off.
Making my way downtown.
Dude, we need to listen to Michelle Branch on repeat. We need to get some Vanessa Carlton in there. But this is my ultimate sleeper right here.
Good buddy.
We're getting ready to drive. Real easy this time.
Awesome. Go and throw a little fast forward on that thing. Just the scotch there, Hurt. Look at this thing, dude.
No. Just let her eat.
You want to let her rip from the? All right, let her rip from the tip. Let's go.
It's only 3 minutes.
That long hair blowing in the wind.
Hair blowing in the wind. Kyle back home. Terrifying.
He's driving it from up there?
Yeah. There's a gas, a brake. You got your boys up top. So if we're gonna be doing sleeper shit, boys, this is exactly. And this is not even.
That's too fast.
No, how is this?
So hold on, you guys. This is one of the most underrated videos. Hold on.
This is all right. Easily
just wait. See, that's Dog the Bounty Hunter driving shotgun right there. It has to be.
Switch some heavier passengers now to try our wheelie.
No, you haven't seen Sketchy yet. This is epitome of my dream sleeper.
Cool.
Go ahead and hit it with the fast forwarder. We got to get it. Here we go.
It's getting close by acceleration.
So to kind of pre-warm this video here, my boys right here driving this van are trying to pop wheelies. And they get a couple here in a bit.
No, not yet.
I want to see. I need to see this up close.
Here we go.
We're gonna give you some traction action.
Traction action, dude.
Do a neutral drop.
There you go. Famous last words. Come on.
We're getting some.
How sketchy is that, guys?
This is sketchy. Easily this.
There it is. My boys. My boys.
Yo, the fact that they're using like a piece of fence post, like galvanized fence post, all that seat up.
Mike Owen chat says that thing runs on Bush Light.
This reminds me of those Canadian guys.
One Pug Life. These things are Canadian too.
Oh, they are?
Yes.
Are Canadians the real rednecks?
They are. They are.
I don't think I've ever seen.
Hold on. There it is. So
Nice one.
We can end that. We can save the rest later, guys. We can save it. But that's what I look for in a sleeper. It doesn't always have to go fast, but if it can pop a wheelie and it can run.
This is the shot right here.
This is it. There it is.
Look at that shot.
There's your Tinder profile picture right there. Right there.
No, Third, you broke my van.
Oh, they broke the drive shaft. Spoiler alert.
Shaft is perfect.
It might be the yoke or something inside the rear end.
Differential.
Yeah, it's a mess up here.
And they're surprised by
Looks
that.
like my
So that would suck. Oh, we have that other van here. We need.
Oh, at least we got another van.
So that's one of my sleepers, guys. I know it may not be the fastest thing in the world, but if you want to party, that's the way we party.
All right, so here's a legit sleeper. This is what we were talking
Yes.
about earlier. Fans. Now, I've got this on optimized, but I think my just let me know.
All right, chat. Get ready to spam optimize here if Zach fails. All right, we got a front wheel peel. Chrysler. Okay.
That's fast.
That's fast, dude.
That's
Pretty
fast.
fast for a minivan.
At 112, yeah, I'd be in the backseat pooping the entire time you're driving that thing.
Apparently, I believe they made an all-wheel drive version of this too.
Of that, the van?
Yeah. So, Chad, correct me if I'm wrong here, but if everybody can pull one up, man, drop it in chat or Discord.
There's another thing that between videos, I know we're on sleepers and like crazy things, but I have a sweet spot for this, and I'm gonna bang this off to Hurt real quick because Hurt has that optimization dialed in 10/10 right now.
Your boy stays optimized.
Zach, I believe if you were reincarnated again, you'd be a drag racer, like a diehard drag racer.
Bro, I love drag racing.
Yeah, and that's why I feel that. But I think it wouldn't be traditional drag racing. You'd be more of a performer and not a racer. So this is what I envision Zach. I
thought you meant like RuPaul.
No. This is so if Zach were to come back, you can hire him for birthdays, quinceañeras, 16. And Zach will do this in your front car. Dude, with a 9. With a 9, boys. With a 9. Done. Just
dragging on the ground.
you know what? We're gonna start calling Hurt Optimized Prime.
Yeah.
Your boy keeps it hot and locked.
Dude, locked and dialed in. Appreciate that, Mike O. So that's my criteria. So I know we got some other topics of conversation today. So we have some
shitty car. Let's look at some shitty car mods.
So we have the cars we wish we kind of had, but we shouldn't own, which is like the G8, the GTO, a C8. But now we got to look at some shitty car mods, which is probably more of our realm of what we probably should own. But guys, we went through Discord, so we got to give a shout out to all you in Discord hanging out in there with us, which you guys have been blowing it up. So if you guys have an exclamation point Discord in chat, and that will give you the link to get in here. But we have a section called Car Finds. We have Car Roast, guest questions, and burnout submissions. So we have a couple pieces of criteria that we're going to be going over, and it's all submitted by you guys. So if you submit us junk and we play it, that's not our fault. It's your fault. So don't send junk. Rule number 1. Rule number 2, if you think it's junk, don't even send it. That's rule number 2. Rule number 3 is listen to rule 1 and 2. So we went through Discord, and there's some steam in there, boys.
The rules are getting pretty heavy.
There's only 3 rules, and that's pay attention to rule 1, 2, and 3. That's it.
I saw some this morning. It's looking pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So who's starting? Who's firing up here?
What are you drinking in your baby cup, Corey? Oh, baby.
Do you want to know what's in my
Your
little baby sippy
Your
cup?
little baby.
I'm a baby.
That's actually a Trenta size coffee cup.
Yeah.
Corey's just gigantic.
It's actually 100% laxatives is actually what I'm drinking. I'm just ready to blow this place apart, dude.
Welcome to the Quarren stream straight from Corey's toilet.
So and the reason it's on topic is supply your shit car. We're going to review it. And
well, let's let the people know
yeah.
because you know it's a little deceiving that our title says Amelia Hartford is coming. We're clickbaiting, but no, not really. She'll be on at 1:30. So you can always expect our guests to typically come on at about 1:30.
Yep. And we have seriously some big hitters coming in this week. Obviously, starting off with Amelia, and we have a couple other people, and maybe who knows, we might get a tour of Hoonigan Racing Division with the head man himself.
Ooh,
maybe. So I'm not going to confirm yes or no, but there's probably a good chance, and we can thank our boy Ron Carr in chat for facilitating that. Ron Carr, dude, lab code Ron in chat, dude. Also,
hey, Neutral drops in chat.
Neutral,
we got a scumbag. We got to scumbag them.
Hey, did they respond to your text, Hurt?
Do we need to be on red this weekend?
Neutral drop. Did you leave our boy Hurt on red?
Did you cool guy Hurt?
Did we? Hey, Neutral drop. We're trying to get you on here to do some wild shit. So let's get you on here. Let's not cool guy Hurt, and let's show the world what Neutral Drop is about, and that's breaking stuff, dude. We just watched your video of breaking the F-250 in half. One of the greatest videos on the internet. Let's get you guys on here so we can do it in real life. So if you guys want Neutral Drop, chat. This is your time to spam Neutral Drop in chat. Since they may have hotboyed Hurt, this is your time to say Neutral Drop. What's up? Hurt, what should chat say to Neutral Drop right now?
Tell us a day or else.
Tell us a day or else. Chat. Tell us a day or else. Spam it. Tag Neutral Drop.
You got to bring the hottest Neutral Drop of all time for the live stream.
Yeah,
right.
Chat's doing their work right now. They're spamming it in. So what we were talking about is going through and reviewing terrible car mods.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you get them from Pet Boys, from the Junkyard, from the Neutral Auto Boys. You get them from AutoZone. You make them yourself. We're gonna review them. Are they functional? Not functional? Are they cool? That's for you guys to decide. We're just gonna provide you guys with the content, and you tell us what you think. Lay it on us. You know what I mean?
All right. So who's going first? I got some queued up. You guys got any queued up? What do we got?
I got a
Go ahead, Zach. You seem ready.
Man, I'm chomping at the bit because this is something I actually want to, purchase for myself. Here we go.
Oh, buddy.
Bam. See that? Tractor tires. 3rd gen Firebird. Basically on probably a K5 or a truck frame of some sort. That's clean. This is hot.
What does it do?
What's that?
What does it do?
What doesn't it do?
Imagine,
picture yourself pulling up to a nice young lady's home in this pristine 3rd gen Firebird.
Is this how you establish dominance on her father? You run over his car?
Basically.
Say, I'm taking your daughter out?
Yeah, and then you hit some lawn donuts, you know what I mean? And
This
then
is my house now? You said, look at me, I am the captain.
Pop the door open with Joe Diffie playing. Dad just automatically sets the shotgun down.
Yep.
Mine, man, you're good.
We're good, brother.
Next up, we got some real quality stuff.
Oh yeah.
The picture was super small, so I don't know how good that's coming through on the chat.
Give it a little zoom.
It's enhance. How do I zoom in?
I feel like you could shave ham with those things, you know?
Those are
yeah, just shave the ham.
There's got to be 50s.
How would I even get in there? I need a boost for sure. There's got to be a ladder of sorts.
Can you use the spokes off the wheels to kind of get you on top of the?
That's terrifying. What if it starts rolling? Your fingers get caught in there.
There's no way that vehicle moves.
I don't know.
I would be willing to bet money somebody has driven that down the street.
There's no way.
Yeah. What do we got next? Oh, we got.
Oh. See,
is that the C10, 20, 30, 40, 50? That's the C50?
So we got the redneck party bus here. That's technically a 10-door Suburban because it's got the 2 on the back too.
Okay.
Oh
4 doors. God knows how many rows. I mean, you can fit all of your illegitimate children in there.
Well, look at this. Look how many surfboards you can fit on top for Dan, but also the rust. Did we worry about rust in this thing or no?
Nah. You gotta have some kind of ventilation with that many people in a vehicle. The rust,
because the windows either don't go down or AC definitely not having it.
Man, you could claim an entire peak with that if you brought all your friends and all their surfboards.
I want to take that rock climbing.
Oh, that would
You ain't gonna get too far.
Throw some.
What we got next here? Bam! I wish the quality on these. I'm gonna try to make this screen.
Okay, Zach, I need you to name the car. I want to know if you know what kind of car this is.
Ooh.
I mean, is that a?
Come on, Zach.
Zach, come on.
Dig deep, Zach. Car knowledge.
But it looks like I can't see the back of it. Right?
You don't need to. The headlights are all you need to tell what a car is.
Are those the stock headlights?
You don't know what those headlights are from?
Those are stock. I know exactly what vehicle this is.
I don't
Let's take a guess. I'll take a guess after Zach if he can nail it.
I mean, like I want to say it's like a Honda product, but I don't feel like they made headlights like that for anything.
Yeah, they did.
Is it an Accord?
Yes.
Oh my God! Import Daddy Zach, dude. Only took a second.
Wow. I mean, look at that underbite though. It looks like an English bulldog for a body kit.
I didn't hear what you said. I was laughing. You say Accord?
Yeah, it's an Accord.
But is it?
It might be a Civic with an Accord front.
I was going to say an Integra or an Accord.
Sure. There's no two-door Accord?
I thought
there are. Yes, there are. There are two-door Accords. Yes, there are. No, 94 Accords came two-door. What are you talking about?
That's not that short, dude. It still had back seats.
Yeah, that's like a hatchback Civic.
That's short.
Anyway, we got Camellia paint. We got yellow interior. We got the old classic 350 shaker excuse my language. Yeah. This thing's ready.
You're talking about that Accord.
Wait, hold on. Before you change it, Zach.
NSX rear end?
What?
The Accord with like the NSX looking rear end with the taillight that goes all the way across?
No. This body style Accord, 94 Accords. They came two-door, I promise.
I was going to ask, guys.
Saying that's too short of a wheelbase.
If Zach, if you were to own this car and you had to give it a name, what would you name this thing? And this goes for all you, Hurt and Dan too. And I'm going to think of a name, but if you had to name this thing, this beautiful sleeper was sitting in your garage and you had to wake up and say, "Good morning, blank." What would you name it?
Bro, don't even bring that on me. Somebody else has got to go. I can't even think of a name for this.
I would probably call it. I'd call it the Dragon Baby, dude, because it just sleeps so well in the garage. Look at that, the fangs on the front, Dragon Baby.
I think. Would you call this the Derp Stallion?
Oh, come on, Dan, digging deep.
That's not worthy of a stallion.
It's not. It's really not.
That's a Derp Star.
But if you had to own it, Hurt.
It's the Derpageddon.
Oh. And Chad is coming up with crazy names too. Chad, you can participate in the name change, please.
We got Winston.
Dude, there's some heavy names coming in right now. Reptile Dysfunction from Tato.
Oh,
dude. I'm just telling you. The chat is, you guys, YouTube Live, you guys have been just knocking out of the park today on a Monday. They had all weekend to practice.
That's good.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a Civic, but because I'm looking at it a little deeper. But there are 2-door Accords with those same headlights.
Are those Accords or are those Acura like CL headlights?
They look like Accord headlights to me.
Yeah, they look like Accord lights.
That's a beauty, Zach. Thanks for taking the time and finding that, Zach. You're a wizard at these car finds.
I did not. This is all from Discord.
Ooh, Discord. Nice. Even better.
This is all Discord heaters.
When you're in the back of any old like 90s magazine, early 2000s magazine, and you're flipping through it, and you go all the way to the back, you got the Reader's Ride stuff and those things. So that's kind of what you're looking at.
Yo, you know what? We should somebody send this to Nads because I guarantee he knows.
Facts.
Yep. This has got Nads all over it.
Yep.
Absolutely. Nads knows this guy.
Yeah. All right.
Oh my God. What?
This one. This is hot. We got double decker wings. We got a pro mod hood scoop. We got a tack facing the wrong way. You got spinner hubcaps. Hurt, don't you have one of these cars?
Yeah, but the cool version.
This is hot. We got gold on construction orange.
Money gold. You got a little tribal too. Like you see where there's that orange pinstriping down the door and then it splits to gold tribal?
Yeah.
That's 10-10 right there, dude.
Tribal's hard. Is this a floodlight from like your mom's backyard?
Looks like
a light.
License plate. I can't tell. I got a light shining into my face because it's so dark in my apartment here. Because I gotta like steal electricity from the neighbors because I never turn mine on.
I just like that it says Poser.
Yeah, Poser.
Oh, Poser Mobile.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I never noticed. There's a Mark IV Supra parked behind it.
Oh, wait a second.
This picture has been around for 10 plus years, and I never noticed there's a Mark IV Supra parked behind it.
This guy's trolling us, dude.
Yeah,
that is insane. I never noticed that.
They did this for fun.
Yeah.
That's why it says Poser Mobile.
Yeah.
All right, now I never really noticed that it said Poser Mobile either. So I'm going to go ahead and Google Poser Mobile.
Poser Mobile is when he doesn't want to stunt the Mark IV, popping off 2J rev limiter, he's taking the Poser Mobile out and stunting the streets.
Man.
Oh shit.
Oh, you got some
I think let me get that screen share.
Okay, hold on, let's get it. Optimize. Exclamation point optimizing chat.
Man, this is my whole life I thought somebody built this, but it's marketing. This is a marketing campaign.
No. Did we get got? Did we get got? We got got.
Yeah, are you coming out tonight?
Am I optimized?
No. Oh. You are optimized.
Whoa.
We got.
Up on your prepaid minutes, princess.
But I just bought minutes.
Excuse me for a second. Yeah, who this? Fees? What's up, dude? It's for you.
25 cents to connect.
Oh, dude, I remember this commercial. Holy shit.
What's about it, dude? You want to come ride the pay train? That's cool.
We got.
Get burned by your prepaid company? Get T-Mobile to go.
Man.
No way.
Prepaid.
Wow.
Yeah.
Once I saw, all you got to show people when you're looking for things or you're wondering where something come from, just look for a keyword and then Google it. And
we got.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Thanks, Harry.
But now it's like I would still probably own it just because of the nostalgia of being.
I wonder if anyone bought it. Like, did they ever sell that? Watch that actually be a GTS Corolla that some marketing company took and turned into that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, some movie or commercial cheap production company bought it, destroyed it, didn't know what they had, which happens very often, and now we just eliminated one of the coolest cars on earth.
What if we could save that thing if we buy it and turn it back?
Or we just buy it and, just leave it.
Or we could jump it, which Zach, you would probably be the
highest
pilot.
quality version of that photo I've ever seen. Look at the detail.
Yeah, the Poser. It doesn't look like
the license plate even says Poser on it.
Somebody spent a lot of time. I mean, like this. There's a lot of details in this. I mean, look at the dash. Look at the interior. Okay, we got some. At least what you see.
Yo, so I want you to keep in mind the front bumper on this thing. If that's an OEM front bumper, that's like $1,000 front bumper.
No.
Yeah, that's a JDM kooky bumper.
Chopped it up and put a LED brick light bar in the middle, and then put a.
Oh man, what is happening? I think they really wrecked a GTS Corolla.
I wonder how much these dudes got paid to do everything they hate to a vehicle.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I think the research is going to be this. What year did that commercial come out? And what was the value of the car at that time? Was the GT?
That video was 2009.
Okay, so 2009. GTSs were still going off then. You know, that's almost prime time.
Oh wait! I found.
Dude, this is welcome to Private Eye Investigation with the Hoonigan Squad. This is where we do full analysis and breakdowns. Whoa, $1,000, and there it is.
The 24 hours of lemons for them.
They bought it and ran the 24 hours of lemons.
That is amazing.
We get an in-depth look at the poser mobile.
Damn.
Hurt is the king of the internet.
Mounted to the steering wheel.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Gauges to the steering wheel. Oh my god.
Dude, Hurt, you are the captain of the internet, dude. I can't believe you just navigated us to victory.
I have the same in my Corolla. I have it's just not mounted right there, but I have the same gauge holder in my Corolla.
Perfect.
Oh, that's it.
This is $8,000. I'll scroll up. I want to make sure if that wasn't a clickbaity. Wait, now for $1,000. What year? This was 2014, so that was 6 years ago. People are blasting out. Man, damn, boys. Hurt hashtag internet scientist. Now you can see where he gets that title from, guys.
Man.
Oh man, Corey, I just I'm looking at this. That's crazy, by the way. Now, how much are those cars worth, guys? Because I don't know.
I mean, a non-GTS like an SR5 model easily would sell for $1,000 or less. I bought mine in like 2004 or 5 for like $800 or something.
Okay.
I'll tell you this. On that,
now they're expensive.
So I was telling you this. So I would say it was 2008. I was looking at drift cars on Craigslist, and back then, even watching the D1 stuff. Not GT8 6s, but Corollas were bangers, right? So I went to this dude's house off of Craigslist, and it was like a dark blue GTS A86 Corolla, and it had a third gear issue. Just third gear kept popping out. So I messaged dude. He had a listed for $800. I offered him $500. I was probably only like 20 years old at the time, but I went to the dude's house, $500. He agreed. I showed up there, and I'm looking. It's a little rough around the edges, paint's peeling, interior's kind of garbage, but I was like, yeah, I want to build my first drift car. As I'm sitting there negotiating with this guy, this other dude walks around the corner and goes, yeah, I got $650. And dude's like, oh, all right. Took the $650 right in front of my face, took the car, out $500. Only thing I could think of is that was either his boy that came and played me, tried thinking I was going to go higher, like outbid, like get into a bid war live with this dude over this Corolla. But, you know, being broke boy, I had 500 bones in my name, outbidded, but it's a GTS A86 Corolla. Good for what it was, $500.
A GTS?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, I got lit. So that was my first drift car, and then I found a piece of shit convertible 240 and bought that for $700. But that was, I could have lived that life, but fortunately, I got outbid by homeboy.
I got some more here for Corey that you shared with us. Would you like me to pop some?
Yeah. Pop some up. Let me go through.
I got a lightning round here. We can just rip these through real quick. But,
yeah, so there's, I think there's a story behind every single one of these things. So even if you start from the top, Zach.
All right, so here, let's see. Which one did you? Okay, let me download, because I didn't download that first. I didn't even see this one. Oh my God, we can start with this one though, since we're on.
Ooh.
You see the screen?
Whoa, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I called that, if COVID-19 was a car, this is what it would look like.
Mm-hmm.
Totally destroyed. It looks like you have a bumper off an old Volkswagen or a Gia up front on top of the other bumper that's tie strapped. You have a cold A&N, looks like out of an ammo box off the driver's side there, which I don't know how well that works, but if you use the ammo box as like a reservoir, an air reservoir, kind of like an enlarged intake system, which Dan, you run on your JZ, makes buku horsepower, right? Maybe that works. You need a tetanus shot riding in it. You need a tetanus shot looking at it. But the mods on this thing, hey, you might get 200K miles out of this hog. I'm not sure.
That is a Dodge Durango.
I was going to say, is that a Durango?
You ain't getting 200K out of it. I have never seen, I've only seen these things fall apart. This is, realize this vehicle here is probably not even 10 years old.
Do you remember the old Dodge Durangos? When's the last time you saw one of those?
That's got to be like at 08, 09.
They're all extinct right now. Dodge
They
Durangos
still make them. They still make new ones. I mean, not those, obviously, but
yeah. But I need the old one.
So we got that. Here's the next one we got up. This is.
That's a stink bug right there. So this is yo.
Stink bug.
this is what I call a stink bug. This is yo. I need to get out of town because people are getting sick. So you load up your dudes in this thing. It's a hybrid. It looks like an old fuselage off an airplane. Got some beautiful taillights in the back, but this is the highway runner right here. This is something to get out of town.
And just for the people who just tuned in, Amelia should be on around 1:30. Just so we're just having some us time before we bring in a guest.
Yeah, this is the preheat because I know. So here's the thing, is guys, when Amelia gets on, we're gonna be looking at some C8s and some of her crazy car collection. This is us warming up to that. So this is our personal car collection.
We gotta
set the bar real low.
Yeah. All right. So then we got this guy here.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
So if I were, what was that? Circle track drag racing.
Circle drags, yeah.
Circle drags. So this is what I would figure as the king daddy of circle drags. High enough to run a car over, but enough grip to pop wheelies.
No, man.
No?
You're flipping over immediately.
You think so?
You are.
Immediately.
See, look at those are slicks, though. You got enough roll.
You ain't getting grip. You got nah.
I'm gonna show you something when
the other thing too is look at the tailgate. It says Hard Log Life.
Hard Log Life. Hey man, you know what? Living it. Yo, this is so Tate from the Gambler 500 claimed like 2 months ago. He's like, yo, the C7 is gonna be the next off-road vehicle. And this is like the 5th one I've seen. Now, I hate the whole exoskeleton thing, but you know, he's probably trying to get internet fame.
I want to know, chat, is the C, what is this, the C7?
C7.
Yeah. C7. Yeah. Chat, is the C7 going to be the next off-road hot rod?
How does that doesn't make sense.
Yes, I don't get it either. I'm hoping chat can come with some heavy answers, but I don't know what.
Does it, I mean, it probably works well. Rear-wheel drive and all, big power.
I don't know. I've seen a couple guys do it to C4s, but the problem is like vet prices seem to be higher than normal, like for like a C4 and a C5, and like apparently, I mean, I'm talking high. Like, you know, usually when you make an off-road car to something, you can get it for $1,000, right? Running in decent condition, like decent like operational condition.
See, like even
vet is still like 20 grand.
Yeah,
even if you're watching this and you plan to do an off-road C7, but really poorly, like really terrible, and kind of ruin the car, let me know so I can buy it from you for 5 cents when you're done with it.
I'm sure Vin's just like losing his shit over that. That's something.
Here, Corey.
Here we go.
And by the way, everybody in chat, dude, from Loban, RC Basher, Dr. Dave, Loban, all these guys are saying, hell no, these guys are nuts. And I kind of agree with that. C7,
Corey, you wanted to use that tall boy truck.
Yeah,
this isn't even as tall of a tall boy truck. And watch what happens to him. Okay.
So
this is more circle drag.
Okay, so this is more circle drags. 2 laps to win. Oh boy.
Whoa.
My dude.
Whoa.
All right, Corey. You sure you want?
Look at that. See right there, he's just stunned right there. And
wow. Driver's side, not good.
Oh. You know what his problem is? He didn't stay in it.
See, Zach fixed it.
The other truck it looked like almost like a kart tire on it. We know it's not because the truck's so massive, but it looked like a go-kart.
Yeah, it's one of those things. And another big debate that I think we should have right now, Zach, can you pull up that Scion TC, the orange one? Let's just pull that up because I think, chat, we should have a debate. And for all you show car guys, all you race car guys, this is something that we've never really discussed, but we need to have an intervention and discussion about this picture. And we got to figure out is what Zach's about to show you guys. And I don't know if we should do any warnings before we show this. Some of you guys may get sick.
Your discretion is advised.
Yeah, some of you guys may get sick. Some of you guys may power through it. And some of you may not be phased and really enjoy it. But we need to figure out
here we go. Ready?
If this is still a cool thing. That's it.
I don't think it was ever cool, bro.
We have to figure out, guys, is aggressive stance still a cool thing?
Or was
a
it
cool thing?
American Eagle Outfitters?
Makes sense.
Hurt, what's your take on this?
Listen, I'm all for anyone doing whatever they want to their cars. There's a whole plethora of people who just want as much camber as possible with the biggest wheels possible. And obviously that kind of fits into a category of what I do. You know, I just like big wheels. Not all the camber. I like a lot of front camber, but zero rear camber. But this is not something I would ever do. It's creative, and it's realistic. I don't know, man. I don't know. Because like it's a Scion TC, right? What are you gonna do with a Scion TC? Unless you're Stephen Papadakis and Frederick Osbo.
Now you're going to do absolutely nothing because you can't drive it.
He drives that. I bet you can find video of that car driving exactly how it is.
He does. Right?
See, that's the thing is like, but what
These
you
guys
do,
drive
Hurt,
their cars like this.
What you do, Hurt, and then once again, this is not hating on this, but it's like what you do, Hurt, you have a tasteful but functional stance, and I think that's the difference, right?
Let me put it. This is how I'll put it for you. All right, I think that's stupid, but I respect the hustle. You know, I respect the hustle. That guy took
the way I think about it is
those are stock fenders, and he made those wheels fit on stock fenders.
The way I think about it is we're pretty into the function of cars, and style is always a part of it too to make it look good. But there's a whole community of car show guys that are just showing off their art form of the car, whatever.
Exactly.
That's what it means to them, and this is that subcategory that we're like. For me personally, I'm not into it because you can't drive the car. I always build a car so I can drive the absolute crap out of it. And that looks like you can't do anything.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people in chat right now kind of saying that exact same thing, is they would rather have function and performance over an aggressive fitment, which once again, to each their own. If you want that, you want that. But it's just, this has been a long-lasting debate on what stance fitment, aggressive stance fitment, because fitment Hurt, which is Hurt's fitment, which once again is, if I were to describe your fitment, Hurt, it would be rubbing the tire logo off with the fender.
Unfortunately, I rub my Falcon logos off all the time, but it's just a part of the hustle, you know?
Yeah, even blows
and so you got to look at it this way. Like Formula D people look at me and they're like, that car's stupid. You know? But I look back at them and say, your car's stupid. All right, lower it. So everyone's got their own thing.
Are you taking a dig at Corey? Because in between you guys' cars.
Corey knows what Corey knows what I'm about. Yep. All right. Yeah, we're good friends regardless of his ride height. That's not going to change anything. And that goes for you too, Dan.
Is Dan high daddy too? Dan, are you high daddy?
Yeah, mine's high.
Where's a picture of your car? Pull it up, Dan. Let's compare.
I got something to show you.
Okay. All right. Zach, thank you for sharing that. That was all right. Let's see what we got. Okay.
I'm pretty sure this is the same exact car. I'm pretty sure this is the same exact car.
I was literally just playing that video.
Okay, so let's see this. So this is not, people in chat were asking, is it bad?
Turn it to the left. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hey man, are your wheels supposed to be like this?
No. Not at all.
Well, I must have not been sharing it. I was playing this video.
No, we didn't see it.
This car's so stupid. Yeah,
his boys called him out right from his face. Look at that! Oh my!
How does that even work?
What the fuck is this? We got these from Kmart.
Oh my god, this is Roast Central right here. Welcome to Roast Mondays.
They called my wheels Sears wheels the other day. That's messed up. All right, those are some Johnnies, despite what vehicle it's on.
So, how many screws you got in your lip?
One on.
All right, let's here. Let's.
Is there some of it?
Oh man,
that is heavy, dude.
Oh man, we got Maddie Flower sending in a heater here too. When you're done.
But see, look, it actually drives. That's static.
That is static.
Oh my god!
It looks so funny though, right?
How does it not break everything?
Man, Of course, he's in Florida.
Why?
That is
that is insane.
See, like I said, I think that's stupid, but you have to respect the hustle.
Well, we're talking about it,
Yeah.
right? And that's the whole idea.
Yeah, that's because once again, it's like, yo, there is a lot that goes into making those things fit. There's a lot to go on to make things fit. So a lot of effort went in to make it look like that. Is it my?
I tell you what, it does take a lot of work, and I've had in my old shop, we had to do a lot of this stuff, and it takes a lot of work. And guys trying to figure it out, forums about stuff, how to reinforce things, how to get the maximum amount of lean out of certain stuff. It's not easy, but yeah, the whole time I was doing it, I was like, why am I doing it?
Dan, pull up a picture of your car. Let's see how high you are.
Wait.
All
Real
right.
quick, before he does, y'all just got to see this. This got sent in from Maddie, our guy that does customer service orders.
Another one. That's a Volkswagen with GTI. All right, so
Yeah.
okay, never mind, Dan. Your car's lower than mine.
Yeah.
You guys are.
Yeah, but it's because you're full Formula D spec.
I mean, look how fast their cars are, and look how fast they move. You know what I mean? Like,
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so somebody DM me the actual video of that Scion.
You better.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see here.
BSPECT me over the forest with a motherfucking wrist.
All right, let's
go
see
ahead and
this.
mute that.
Yep. So, this is the actual one, which is the same one, right? Is
It's
that
the same car. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
this one just repainted.
But this one's actually rolling.
Everyone wraps their cars
Yeah.
for nowadays.
That's
Paint is a lost art,
hovercraft, like
essentially. Yo, that's a bigger wheel than most people can fit on their like full-on drift cars.
Oh, 100%.
And those are stock. Those are stock fenders.
Just look at the bumper to the ground and how much it barely moves. It's kind of nice. Satisfying to watch, actually.
Yep.
Yeah, Dan, my car. I'm trying to pull up a picture of my car because my car is way higher than both here, and I feel bad about that now.
Well, you see, I still have the stock top hats in my car.
Yep.
Because I got the KW variant 3s, and I haven't got the top hats yet. So I have like 2 inches. The coilovers are actually maxed out in the back, but that's gonna make up for it once I get the adjustable camber plates. So yeah.
Okay.
But the front could actually go lower.
Maybe
I'm not trying to give anyone a complex, okay?
You guys already screwed me up. I'm kind of now I'm in a position where I have no other options but to dump it. This is the only picture I have that shows profile. All right, I'll send it to you. This is the only picture I have of mine that shows profile. And Dan, keep your picture up. And then you guys can roast me on ride height chat, please.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
He's trying to get
Your
disrespect.
car rips though, Corey.
It's I'm trying to figure out the value of what's the perfect balance of ride height. So I'm looking. So the reason why my car is high, and this is under squat too, by the way.
Yeah, but this is not a good picture because it's your background. The side is always going to be higher.
All right. Let me
when you're jamming, you know.
All right, then we'll save that for later. We got to figure out the perfect ride height. I got to work on it.
Dude, what did you just send me, Corey? Good God.
Lower it, Corey. Andy Morales says lower it, no other options. Dan's car is so sexy, says Joe Mama. Dan's car is sexy. These guys have a very specific taste in chat.
Hey.
Much respect to you guys. All right. Yeah, so I sent this. So for me, guys, if you remember this video, some of you guys may remember this video, but this is one of the first extreme stance car that ever hit the internet. And I remember seeing this thing years ago, and I think this was in Japan.
I remember that thing.
What is up with those fender flares and that cut job? I mean, is that just look at the size?
It's the only way it's the only way a wheel will turn.
I think the cut in the front is to remodel it for the front fenders, right? So they just cut it out. This is a pre-work.
Yeah, this is. Look at the tire stretch though. It's actually the tire's only on probably 75% of the wheel,
is that like, that's got to be like a 13-inch wide rim up front. That's like some back of a Dodge Viper size.
I do love how Chad is saying, oh, that's functional. That's a functional ride right there.
Hey, you know what? You got that Celica, that GTS, dog. You need all that grip. I mean, how are you going to keep all that power under traction?
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
That's fact. That's fact. Man, we've been stumbling across some gems right there. Oh my God, Discord! Thank you guys for submitting a lot of those rides right there, because you guys brought the heat. Holy crap!
I want to show you some.
Oh, here, let me grab one real quick.
All right, we'll get 2 more in. Let's get 2 more with you guys. I know they got the heat, and then we'll roll on because we got some burnouts to look at.
This is missing wheels, right?
Okay. Ooh,
damn!
This is the dude who skipped leg day in the back for sure.
Damn. So I mean, imagine if that had wheels.
Is that a Hyundai?
Or a
Taurus.
Taurus, yeah.
That's a Taurus?
It could be. I'm thinking it's a Taurus, but it could be a Hyundai.
No, that's definitely a Taurus.
Roof scoops, the whole 9, boys.
Honestly, it's probably a retired race car. All right, let me show you ride height.
All right, let's see ride height. Let's see ride height. There it is.
Ooh.
Chat.
This is ride height.
On a 1 to 10, how would you guys rate this ride height? Chat, 1 to 10. How would you rate the Twerk Stallions ride height? What year was this, by the way?
This is 2014 or 15.
Not NALS, right?
Yeah, 2014. That's probably 2014.
NALS. What Johnnies you rolling at this time?
Those are Meister S1Rs. Probably one of my favorite setups that I
Okay, look at the score that you're pulling in her chat. You got 9.69, 8, 10, 11, 12, 10, 10,
Honestly,
6.9.
no one in this chat is qualified to rate me.
Unless they can submit their car. Oh, look, please, guys, could be lower. It's over 9,000. Somebody put a Lysol spray in there. Come on, guys. 69. Okay, we respect that.
I'm just talking shit.
Yeah. What freeway is this on, her?
That's 405 right there.
That might be 405. 405 or 17.
That's Florida.
No, it's not. It's California.
Yeah, that's the
1 through 10 speed bump.
That's the plant right up the 405.
Right.
Carson.
Right there.
8 out of 10. And the other thing too, looking at is the front fender. You had a little chippy boy on the front.
You sacrifice a little. You got the 615Ks up there, so they're bigger than for fitment. Like for this kind of ride height, you don't usually run race car tires, but I like to push the limit. So, but just keep in mind do you see anything down here? Do you see any space?
I think that's why they're giving you a 10 or a 6.9 because it. And the thing is too is look at the wheel. The wheel in the back barely touches. That's what I look at first, right there.
Yeah.
That's.
I'm just saying.
That's why the Stallion.
But there's something for everyone. That's with the 265 on the back.
That's
also
a meaty boy.
That's not a baby tire on the back. That's a 265 on the back.
Dude,
the 8 days, right, Hurt?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm in chat right now. Ryder12 says Corey car looks like a mud truck in a redneck's yard. Is my line. Also, somebody said my car's taller than Dan.
Oh God,
guys, please take guys. Wow, I appreciate it. Corey's car is. Oh my God, here's another one. Right, Corey's car is so tall he can change the oil without a lift.
We're gonna have to square up on some
guys, please. I know it's high, but come on, they're just ripping me now. I get it. It's monster truck. You got 2 prime examples. The hot boy Johnny's right here. Jeez. All right, guys. Once again, that was a pretty rowdy few minutes there of digging through all the mods. But for you guys to know, once again, we've been talking a lot about Discord. We've been talking about video submissions. And finally, I made a post in Discord this morning, guys. It says, yo, everybody has 1 minute to insert burnouts. Like, let's go. And then, boom, within the last 45 minutes of the show, people started submitting burnouts. Guys, we don't care if the burnouts are from last year, last week, 2 years ago. If it's you in your car and you're in a space where you're not going to get in trouble and not get arrested, we'll review and rate that burnout. So you guys finally woke up an hour before the show, which some of you guys sent in some heat. So from here on out, guys, use that section in Discord, submit your burnout. The burnout poppies right here would go through and review every single one. We want to see some skids, dude. If we're on quarantine, we need to see some skids. So, Zach, what do you got? Oh boy, Zach just muted himself. Optimize, guys. Optimize, Zach.
There we go.
There it is.
Hey, man, I was coming in hot. All right. We got a couple here. So there's one that's like so savage. I think we need to end with this one because it's straight from Australia. You know what I mean? From somebody that does this for a living. So we'll end on that one because we don't want to just shit all over everybody right out of the gate.
Right. Yep.
But this heavy hangers coupe. Now, this is a good example of a quarantine burnout. Okay.
Yep.
It follows all of the rules, which is important. And a lot of people somehow forget to do that. So here we go. All right. Here we go. Heavy hangers. We got got the jump box on it. Now look, regardless if it takes them a minute to get up to speed.
Is there a charger on this battery?
There's a charger on that battery. That thing hasn't been started in forever. Just fires it up, lets it get a little warm, and then just sends it to the moon in the garage.
So proper quarantine burnout in the garage, safe spot, private property. Battery jumper still on. Probably cold start off to a burnout right out the get-go.
Gotta warm it up.
Warm it up. And that's what we get. So who was that submitted by?
That was heavy on Instagram. Heavy hangers coupe.
Heavy hang. I need to figure out what heavy hangers are.
I'm guessing. I have a good idea what's hanging heavy.
And we know where he gets them from.
Yeah. Heavy _hangers _COOP. So check him out. I mean, he's doing
all right.
a lot
So let's do this. Let's have chat also rate that too. All right, chat. So we're gonna play a burnout. We'll judge it. We'll give our 1s to 10s. You guys drop your 1s to 10s. Garage burnout. Heavy hangers from Instagram. 1 to 10. How would you rate the battery charged heavy hanger burnout?
Just updating the people. Amelia comes in around 1:30.
We have about 20 more minutes, guys, and we're going to bring in Amelia. Hopefully she'll rip a skid for us. Okay, that was a 7. Okay. Vorp says 7. Okay, Ryder says 8 out of 10. Michael Joe says 8. Well, here we go. No Limit Brain, 6. Leo with the 5. Okay, we're getting 5. We're getting low. That's better than a 5 in my opinion.
Really?
No Limit Brain with the 6. Yep.
I'll give my opinion on that. All right,
okay.
First of all, it's an awesome car.
Fact.
I love it. So
Yep.
there's good points, right?
Yep.
It's in his garage. Follow the rules. That's getting points right there.
Yep.
Just fired it up, and with the battery box still on it, send it that hard, smoked out the whole garage, sounded cool, gave a little whap, 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 whap.
Okay.
8 out of 10. Just for firing up your old car, getting right after it.
That's basically like an old stock Impala.
Yeah.
So,
Zach, how would you rate it?
you know what? I'd like to give that thing. That's an 8 for what it is. You know what I mean? Like, just that's a lot of ain't care going on there. And if you notice, that thing, he had like zero space around the entire. Like that thing's filling up the entire garage.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Plus, he sent it to the point where you could not physically see the car anymore. I mean, it was thick, billowing smoke, and that's what we like to see. Stayed in it.
Hurt. Drop it.
6.
6. Okay.
I didn't hear no limiter.
And so
you don't have a limiter on a car.
Yeah,
that's his problem. That's his problem, not mine.
The limiter is the rods coming out of the oil pan.
Well, let me hear those things.
So yeah, I was gonna say I wanted to hear a little more. For me, I wanted to hear a little more scream coming out of it. He was dancing on the pedal just a little bit. Once again,
6 is a respectable number.
Yeah, I'm gonna go a little bit higher. I'm gonna do 7.3.
Just because of the car, though, he's got me.
All right, so I think we came to a conclusion that puts us right around about a 7.5, 8ish is about that score. So 7.58. Zach, what's next on deck?
Okay, you want my drop in here. So I gotta check these Discord burnouts because I gotta make sure that everybody's following the rules. Here we go. All right, this one, I'll just pull up the Discord page if that's okay.
Yeah, pull it up. Pull it up.
Right.
This.
Bam. So here we go on Discord right now. Let's check this guy out here.
I had permission to do a burnout. What a good man.
All right, I don't know how crazy the.
Sounds like
Is this optimized?
it's on a potato camera.
Oh, it's not that.
I'm optimized. Yeah, I'm fully optimized.
That's full potato. Is that a Benz right there?
There is.
Yes.
We got Chase Schultz in chat saying, yo, that's my car. Woo!
Okay.
Chase Schultz, what was the username on that?
RDBMX.
RDBMX dropping a Mercedes burnout sitter. I'm going to go with a 6.1. I'm going to keep it easy at a 6.1. Chat, go ahead. Zach, Dan, Hurt.
I don't know. I'd say it tinkles around the 6 mark. You know what I mean? I mean, hey, you had space. You let it eat, you know.
I'd say same. About 6.
Chat's dropping in 5 7s, 5 6 2, 6 1s, 5 8s, 3 4 from David Bergen. 6.3. I think we're floating around the 6. Hurt, what do you got? Dropping on us, Hurt?
What I give him a 5.
Oh, we got a 5 from Hurt. So that's going to put us about a 5 overall. BMX with a 5.5 total score.
Oh my goodness!
Oh
my goodness!
What is that?
Do we need to start adding a ticker on screen, letting people know what
3,
time
2,
guests
1.
are coming on? I think we should.
Yeah, we should.
Easy.
All right, so this is is this a Nissan Patrol?
Oh.
Okay.
Or is that a Toyota? It's like a Sequoia.
What engine is in that thing? Dancing on the limiter.
Not a limiter.
You know what? The one thing I learned about the Saudis when we were over there is they don't give a shit about holding it on the line.
He's putting that thing to work. It's a Lexus engine. What? 9.9 for 9 for sure. We're getting a lot of 9s. It's a 4-liter. Is this a 4-liter? That's a Nissan Patrol Inline-6. Is that a Patrol? Confirmed?
Yeah, it looks like it's a Toyota. I mean, it sounds more like an RB almost. You know what I mean?
This dude is not stopping.
This goes on for another few minutes. It looks like this is a 4-minute burn. But not this. He's like cooling it down.
Yeah, skip that. Let's keep going. See if we can get any badges. Is that a 1-tire fire now? We're getting a lot of 8s and 9s in chats. Juan Melendez with a 9.5. Diesel guy with a 9.9. Beans is throwing a perfect 10 out there. Simon Morrow, what's going on? Ollie Wilkinson with 11. That's a Land Cruiser, says CK. I appreciate this.
I mean, hey, for 1-tire fire, he's giving it all he's got.
Because here's the thing is, even in the burn yard, Zach, we've had some people attempt a 1-tire fire in the burn yard. Can we have a discussion real quick about a 1-tire burnout real quick, guys? I think there's a proper way and a wrong way to do a 1-tire burnout, guys. The secret recipe is always do your donuts on the side of the spinning tire. Do not do a 1-tire burnout and turn in the direction outside of the spinning tire. If your right tire is the only one that's smoking, you turn left. That is what's going to make it look better. If your left tire is turning and you turn right, it's going to look.
Look at that. Perfect example right here.
It'll help. It just drags the other one along with it. So once you get that inertia going, the other one's just going to follow suit.
What else we got here in Discord here?
Ooh, what's that truck? That's from...
that was a 3, by the way.
That was a 3? That's a new Ford. Okay.
Is that it? Oh, man, that's a...
If you want to send your burnout, join Discord.
Guys, we got that link in chat, ! Discord. The mods are dropping that in right now, so make sure you guys join in. Obviously, make sure you do it within a spot that's not going to get you in trouble, okay? We'll keep it cake and easy.
Let's see. What is this? So I don't even want to rate
this
that.
is okay. I watched this video this morning, and I was gonna play this. I respect this dude.
Oh yeah. I mean, look at the steez here. All right.
Flip flopping, leg hanging off the brake.
Kind of looks like Vin when he was in shit car with no doors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, inspiration by Vin. That car was probably $28,000 brand new 5 years ago.
Now you can pick those up for. Yeah, you can pick those up for $1,000.
Scotto really wants to build one of those motors.
What motor's that?
The LL8. It's they make a straight six. Chevy makes a straight six.
An LL8. I'm gonna look that up real quick.
Yeah, it's a GM straight six.
Really?
Little baby burnout.
Wait a second. Is that a 4.2 liter inline-six?
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me.
Just here, Corey. Let me show you something real quick.
Here, you want me to drop?
Oh, you can drop that in there. That's not my. That was just a warm up, Bernie. I haven't done the real one yet.
I mean, hey, this is right after tuning, right?
Yeah, basically, this is first drive.
69 out of 420.
I love the way it sounds.
It sounds so good, dude. Ooh, there's the dance.
Nice. Sorry, smoke.
Yeah, that was just a warm up. I was gonna do another one, but I had a belt come off, so I was like, that's my sign. That's my sign.
Supercharger?
Yeah, my supercharger belt.
Yo, what do we got here? This looks wild.
This looks spicy. And that's from what username?
This is not their burnout. This is an old video, and this is in a different country. So can we show this? I mean, obviously it's in a street, but I don't think they're.
I think it's all relative to where they're at. So I'd say ship it.
All right, well let's check it out. This guy coming in,
buddy.
Oh, okay.
What is this?
That's the first time that
This is not worth our time.
Yeah, this is kind of.
Let me show you something.
Here, let me drop this shit. Go.
So this is the LL8 that Brian loves so dearly. Listen to this thing. All right. Thought it wasn't.
What's going on, guys?
I thought it wasn't optimized for a second.
Took the Studebaker drag racing.
Don't talk. Just do a burnout.
Let's send it.
Oh, you can't really hear it because of the V8. Does that not sound like a 2J?
Sounds amazing, yeah.
Damn.
That sounds nuts.
How many G's of lateral forward acceleration was he pulling?
Watch when boost kicks in. 7, 6, 5.
Okay.
Dude, what power is that thing making?
But I'll find a better video and share it later.
That's sick.
Man,
it feels really good.
I wonder what the strength is. I mean, because that's like a big displacement inline-six.
Oh, 4.2 liter inline-six?
Dan, what is? Are you 3.5?
3.
You're 3 liter. Okay, so the 2J is 3 liter. And so what's
2J is 3 liter. 1J is 2.5.
Ah, okay.
4 liters, inline-six, turbo manifold injectors, and depending on how the pistons and rods are, you could. You probably want to be spinning as high RPM as a 2J, but even then, you'll probably have a hell of a lot more torque running that thing.
True.
It's a big old motor too.
Is it a tank?
Yeah, it's along the lines of a Barra.
Is it a cast iron or aluminum?
I don't know. I don't know if it's cast or not.
Yeah, that would definitely be something to take a look at. Let's see.
Imagine seeing a Trailblazer.
Wow. I want to see it. L80.
I guess they're also called the Vortec 4200. That sounds pretty good.
Dude, it sounds really good.
Yeah, old girl eats.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
And that's the LL80?
LL8.
LL8.
Vortec 4200.
Man.
Okay, so I'm looking right now. Once again, this is where I shouldn't be going, but I'm going down there anyways because I'm seeing myself dig back into eBay Motors and Craigslist like a nerd. So inline-six, it looks like you can pick up one of these engines as a long block anywhere from $1,300 up to $3,000. And I'm curious if that's actually okay. So I'm going to go to GM Performance real quick. This is a bad place to be, guys. I'm hitting the rock bottom of the internet right here.
I mean, you're going straight to the source of where it's like.
Okay, so brand new, and it looks like an aluminum block. Honestly, it does look aluminum.
They make 414 horsepower at 9 pounds of boost.
$3,900. You can pick up a brand new long block.
Oh, a brand new motor?
Brand new motor, $3,900. Brand new.
That's from GM Performance.
Yep. And that's including the head. So that's the head, bottom end.
Is that wiring too or no?
Nah. Nope. You'd have to get accessories and the rest. But still, you could go pick up probably off a smashed Trailblazer for $300. Get all the accessories and then just throw a manifold on it.
You could probably pick up a running Trailblazer for $300.
Well, I think we found a project, guys. This is the LL80 is the American Bar says Crip Life, dude. After seeing that, a 4-liter inline-six Chevy motor, man.
Let's have ourselves a Trailblazer-thon.
Let's have a Trailblazer.
Yeah. All right. So I got one more here. Okay, and this is our one from Filthy Burnouts, Australia. You ready for this?
Yep.
This is a proper by the book.
Oh my goodness.
Holy.
Yeah. Follows all the rules. Here we go. Man.
We can always count on Australia.
Yeah.
Just like
Australians.
they just do this so well.
They're literally born to do this.
Yeah, it's this. They're born into it.
So the one thing I was looking at is, did you see how much the butterflies actually opened in that video?
No.
Literally, it looked like they were barely cracked.
Man, so he's sandbagging.
The dude was holding back, but he's like, "Oh, what are we competing against? Hold on a second. Let me crack it open about a quarter throttle here real quick and show these boys how to throw down."
Oh, I'm doing a burnout for Americans.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me just look at the butterflies. Did they even open?
Oh no, this video is set low quality.
It just. Burnout of the year, Mega. Dude, this is so this video is setting the bar so far, the burnout of the year. Is this the best burnout of the year? So far it might be. Because nobody's competing against this man right now. So if you guys want to step up and compete against filthy burnouts, this is it.
I'm trying to look here, and I as I scrub through, it's like you can't even see it move.
Oh, he's probably just playing with this tickling it, dude. He's probably just on his pinky toe just.
I know.
So take notes. Discord, take notes. This is what you're competing against. Followed all the rules. Safe spot. Sketchy burnout. Done. Well done, guys.
Yeah, just incredible.
So, guys, if Discord, once again, guys, Mon's exclamation point Discord in chat.
Can I just show you something I found? I was still looking for LLA videos, but this just popped up.
Okay.
You know, this thing just does the sickest dyno pull, the sickest dyno like.
Breakers launch that thing?
Yeah.
That dyno was hating life.
Wow. Yo, this thing goes hard.
Yo, Trailblazer Blazer community right
sick.
now.
So the SS's come with big old V8s in them, you know, LS power. Kind of underrated, man.
Trailblazer.
It looks sick.
Oh, all right, Amelia. So we're talking about Trailblazers.
Wait, yeah, what are you watching right now?
Trailblazer burnouts.
Oh, that's cool. Show her this dyno. Show her the dyno again.
Let's show it. Let's show
dyno.
Let's show Amelia what's cracking right here. Tell us how you feel about this.
Oh my god. I want one. That's like the ultimate daily.
That was the right answer. I want one. Everybody, welcome Amelia Hartford into the chat.
Hello.
What's up, Amelia?
Howdy. How's it going, guys?
We just spent the past hour and a half looking at cars and burnouts and everything we should own and probably shouldn't own.
That's cool. You guys get paid to do this?
We spend it all on bad decisions, though.
No, I feel that.
So what have you been up to? It seems like you've been doing a lot of crazy stuff lately with a bunch of projects. You've been drag racing and a bunch of crazy Tesla stuff. What's been going on in your world?
Well, I just picked up the C8, and that was awesome, and drove that cross country and had to stop and install a bottle of nitrous in Texas on my way home.
Just give us peasants a run of the mill. Like, what is it like owning a C8?
Well, okay, so I went from dealing a Prius to dealing a C8, so it's kind of a huge jump for me. But it is like nothing I've ever driven before. It handles incredibly.
Okay.
And I feel like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's not a supercar. I mean, I feel like I'm driving a supercar. It's responsive. It's there. It doesn't necessarily want to do a burnout, and it doesn't like donuts. I mean, you can slap her around and put her where you want her, but aside from that, I mean, I'm stoked.
Yeah, it looks good.
Thank you.
Didn't even take, 3 days until you put nitrous on it?
Yeah. I think on the second day I put nitrous on her, and then the third day we're at the drag strip trying to...
What did it run with nitrous?
The what?
What did it run with the nitrous?
A 1073.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
1073.
What was your trap speed?
126 for that one.
Nice.
Yeah. It was like 100% humidity, so it was great. But no, I loved it. That's actually the fastest I've gone in a quarter mile, believe it or not. I'm still new to the whole drag racing stuff, but I love it.
I've never gone 10.7. Yeah. My fastest is like 11.1.
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
Yeah, what cars were those in?
That was a STI for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like 11.1 at 118 or something.
Amelia knows that Subaru loves blowing stuff up.
Yeah, let's
I think I'm on my 6th or 7th engine right now, so.
You may as well.
They just don't hold power, man. At least not the ones I'm building.
I'm trying to find that pass to show the people what's up.
There we go.
Is it right here?
Yeah, they sound great.
Oh yeah.
All factory exhaust.
So the interesting thing about this was.
Oh, is that a Cavalier?
Oh my God! Boogie Town. Oh my!
Wait! I'm sorry, Amelia. We got to.
I look forward to the day where I can wheelie behind one of these.
What was I talking about earlier, Hurt?
We were talking about Cavaliers and Sunfires.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh man.
Badass.
That's amazing.
How
Sorry to cut you off. That was just insane.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, how many miles did you have on the Corvette before you started making all these mods and adding the nitrous to it?
Nitrous, I think I was at like 15 or 2. I drove from Kentucky to Houston, so however many miles that is.
So did everyone have to go to Kentucky to pick up their cars? Is it like you didn't want to wait to get it shipped to you, so you went to?
So I don't know about everyone else, but the dealership that I purchased it out of was in Louisville, and since the factory is in Bowling Green, it was like right there. So I made the decision to fly out there for where I purchased the car. But I mean, I had the option to have it shipped out here, but I mean, I was a little overeager, I guess.
No, that's not overeager. That's a lifetime accomplishment right there.
You gotta bond with your car. You gotta take that road trip.
Yeah, the road trip, man. Like even my LS trip in that car. I mean, I do not recommend it, but I did it.
Well, the thing about it too is it just goes to show that you didn't buy it just to park it or anything like that. You actually want to drive that car. So, because there are a lot of people who are going to buy them and just park them,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, people are already mad hating on how much I'm abusing this car, but I just love that like it's kind of holding up to what I dish out,
I mean, it's an affordable kind of supercar. Why wouldn't you smash on it?
Yeah.
Right.
I would enjoy it.
Was there I remember when those cars first dropped, everybody went insane over them and tried getting on like a pre-order list. Did you have to get on a pre-order list, or were you kind of able just to walk in since the dust kind of settled and pick one up, or what was the purchasing process like?
I mean, the first thing I did was put out a video saying that I want to get one, and I didn't really know the right way to go about it. I showed up. The video was me showing up to a bunch of dealerships trying to purchase it, but no one had any information on how to place the order or what it was going to cost or any of that. And then there was a bunch of comments about, yo, you got to head up Chevy dude out in Kentucky. He'll help you out. And I guess he was getting a lot of comments too. So like, all right. We started talking. He's like, I have an allocation. If you want it, it's yours. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. And then, yeah, since then, I also built a relationship with GM because they saw these videos I was doing about how like diehard excited I was for this car. So they invited me out to the press release in Nevada. And then they're all just like super cool. And so they even called ahead to try and get out of quality control even faster for me to get the car. And it's just been awesome.
That's rad.
What an experience.
So they did all that for you to do this?
They seen it. In that drag video, like I literally called them like, hey guys, so it's not letting me launch it. I'm at the drag strip. We got a bottle hooked up. And they hopped on the phone and they were down to help.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, hey, cool and all, but don't break it.
Yeah, it was funny. They actually got an email. They're like, just top off the trans fluid if you're gonna keep doing it. Looks awesome. But I was like, okay.
Her breaking it is job security for them. What do you mean?
Oh, fact. R&D.
Or lack thereof, I'm known for breaking shit.
Here's the thing. Dealers make money by fixing cars, okay? They don't make money selling them.
That's fair.
So
we'll see how many miles I put down on her until that happens.
So when you picked up the car, did you have the chance to choose the color and styling you want, or was it like, yo, this is what we have, do you want it or not?
No, I definitely got a choice. There were rumored that some colors were going to be first to production over others. So, I mean, I got everything I wanted. I really wanted that, like, it was my first event. I wanted the classic 53, like, white exterior, red interior. And people like, oh, you should have done something more creative. Some people, it's other sides of the spectrum. People either love it or they hate it. And I love it, so I don't really care.
Right.
I mean, if this were, like, my second Corvette, maybe I would have done something else. But who knows, you know?
Yeah, and there's a lot of people out there, too, that said, oh, that's not a traditional Corvette, blah, blah, blah. What do you think about people saying it's not a traditional Corvette? Because at the end of the day, it's their, new modern mid-engine, sports car. How would you, and in comparison to also, have you ever driven a Corvette prior to this, and what's the comparison between the two?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a tough one for me to say because I don't know if I've driven like a C6. I've never really abused it. That's just like light highway driving.
Right.
So maybe that's a tough one for me to answer on. But I mean, I would just invite people, and I know it's tough, but I would invite people to drive the car before making such a harsh opinion on it. Because they've been talking about doing the mid-engines for so long now. And I mean, people were even saying after, I don't know if you guys remember, but after the pop-up headlights went away, they're like, oh, it's not a Corvette anymore just based off that. So, I mean, I just invite people to drive the car.
I highly doubt anybody who drives a car will hate on it.
Facts. Yeah, right?
I might need to try it out, Amelia. So
let me know.
So,
I am so down to see a C7, C8 comparison video, though.
So, in my first video, I lined up against my buddy. And, like, it was kind of comparable. But, I mean, actually, like, you're talking, like, in-depth tech and talking about them, yeah, that still needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, track.
So long-term goals with the car.
Ooh. I'm one of those who really likes to do things and not talk about them.
Ooh.
So I mean, I think everyone's on a race right now to do something in particular that may or may not have to do with forced induction.
Yeah, I see someone else is doing twin turbo. I think TJ Hunt's twin turboing his right now or something.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking about it, but I'm just like, I'm out here just enjoying the car.
You should just put a Subaru motor in it.
I mean, I'm not going to do any race, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you should put a Subaru motor in it.
Oh yeah, that'll be reliable. Because they'll solve a rotary in the thing.
Yeah, I haven't blown up 6 of them. So.
Touché. Well, didn't you go from like a twin turbo LS to rotary?
Yeah, single turbo LS.
Single turbo?
Yeah.
What was that like?
It's a big difference, LS power delivery is pretty insane. You just any gear you smash on it, it'll spin the tires, that type of thing.
Yeah.
But going rotary, making about the same horsepower but less torque, it really changes your driving style. But I think it made me a better driver.
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah, because you actually have to finesse the throttle. You can't just go, brah,
Right. Well, that's why a lot of people say, like, if you're going to learn how to drift, don't immediately get a wide angle kit. Like, actually learn the stock angle. Like,
yeah.
So
Like,
I guess
work your way
I
up.
can see it as a crutch. But I'm not swapping a rotary in mine anytime soon.
That's all right.
Well, that's a good segue into kind of how did you get started in the automotive world, and what was your first couple cars, and how did that kind of evolve into where you're at now? Obviously, you're driving a Bad Daddy Corvette right now, but where did it all kind of begin?
So usually the question is like, was it your dad? Was it your brother? Whatever. No, it wasn't any of that. I had a life event happen, and I realized at a very young age that I was going to be on my own. And one of my first major decisions in life was what car I was going to buy. And like, I really had no one I could go to be like, all right, what do I do for my first car? So I spent a lot of time Googling on the internet. And like, obviously I didn't really know too much, but it was like super biased. Like, oh, it has to be like a 6-speed. You can't get a 4-cylinder. It's got to be like, I was definitely reading some of the more race forums, but I ended up deciding on an Infiniti G35 for my first car. I picked it up, never having driven stick a day in my life, and raped the thing coming home. And super quickly after that, I learned that I was going to be moving to Indiana. And the car was pretty flashy when I bought it. And then drove the car cross country to Indiana. And that's kind of where I met who became my new family. They call themselves B Crew. And they kind of kept me out of a dark time. So instead of like partying and on the weekends and like kind of messing up my life. We did a lot of engine swaps and working on cars, and I had a mentor, and his name was Booch, and they kind of that community kind of became my family, and I put all my passion into working on cars. And then from that segued into my LS S14 because I wanted a project of my own. After totaling the G35, someone hit me. And then I eventually came back, and I don't know, I was always working on cars, but I was also working in restaurants to try to like afford the day-to-day. And eventually, I mean, it's a long story. Eventually like picked up a camera, and I don't know how the hell I got here, but
No, I think it's a good story because I think a lot of people can relate or look for that next passion to drive them to do things. Right. You know what I mean? And I know like what you've been doing is obviously inspiring a lot of people. And, you know, your channel shows that, you know, it's been growing crazy over the past couple months and years. And it's always interesting to see where that initial start happens and what kind of triggers the thought of like, yo, do you know, I'm just going to grab a camera. I'm doing it anyways. I'm just going to set it up and go. But
right. Well, that's kind of what it was. And I had no following, and I don't know if you guys remember like the PS4S tire launch like a few years ago, but I was invited to that, and there was like a couple of the YouTubers there, and I saw them vlogging, and I was like, well, there's no reason why I can't set up a camera and start vlogging and doing what I'm doing just on camera. And I'm not exaggerating at all when I say I spent every single penny in my bank account to buy this G7X camera. And my first video is so cringe. And I don't know how, like, I talk about all these big plans, like I'm going to make them happen. And I had literally no plan in action to make any of it happen. And just me kind of putting it out in the universe and just constantly putting myself in uncomfortable situations of like more out of my comfort zone, I guess, like really propelled me to kind of go after making a career of this, I guess.
Nice. So wait, which PS4, where was the launch at?
It was at Thermal.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Very cool. So wait, can we take a second here and talk about that G-Body? So what's the backstory on that and fill everybody in? Okay, so I was kind of looking for a fun project to do, and I remember that back in the day, my grandma had, and I had a friend who ended up buying it way back in the day, and I helped locate it, decided to buy it, and the idea was I wanted to turn my grandma's car into a 7-second manual, and it's fucking crazy because, like, sorry for the language, the fastest I'm telling you, time in a quarter mile is 10 seconds. Yeah. To actually do sevens, I mean, I'm known for doing these ridiculous goals, but, like, I actually do them, so.
Yeah, that's a heavy goal right there.
That's just cooking.
But it's sick. It's a sick car, too. And
thank you.
And
we pull up a picture of that?
This week, right?
I can't hear you guys. What?
You just had some progress this week with it as well.
Yeah, so I did heads and cam on her, and she's really loving it. I got to get her tuned next properly, but
let's give people a little preview of it here if we can. So if you guys haven't seen it yet,
it was so I accidentally broke something there, so it's kind of leaning a little bit, but.
You bring that volume up. Let's hear that chat.
That G-Body.
How's that?
I couldn't hear afterwards.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, keep in mind I'm also like I couldn't reach the pedals.
I know that feeling.
It's got to feel good to have a nice wide range of different builds.
It does, and that's kind of something I wanted to do too. I didn't want to get stuck in just one genre. I realized I was kind of going that path with 240s because I wanted to experience everything. And I mean, I don't know everything in the world. I don't know everything about cars. I know a lot of what I start to build upon. And so I wanted to kind of diversify myself. And with that, I also want to build different cars for different types of racing. So I have my drift car, I have my drag car. You know, I guess it's kind of like my road daily car, and yeah, so Subaru was supposed to be a rally, but maybe when I can reliably build that one.
You know, I've never seen you post much about it, but the Subaru just got painted, and
yeah, so thank you. I wish I had a photo to throw up here. It reminds me.
I got you.
Okay, cool. I love how it came out so much.
So what made you choose that color? And you've been choosing Porsche colors, huh?
Yeah, I don't know why I keep gravitating towards them, but this ended up being the GT3 RS, the lava orange. I really wanted to do the volcano orange for the McLaren P1, but I could not get that paint as much as I tried. But originally I was also looking at doing like a Chrysler, like a copper mango, but I'm glad I changed my mind last minute to do the lava orange because it looks so good. And it's crazy because on camera it looks orange, but in person it looks so much more red.
You guys have the get up of if you have to get out and go to the grocery store right now, that's kind of what the look is.
That's what I've been wearing.
It is.
So if you guys have to go to the store.
Am I the only one?
You gotta show us the paint.
This is what I look like if I have to leave.
I'm waiting to see the paint. Yeah, I'm waiting to see the paint.
I'm sorry. It's right here. Here's the color, right?
It's like a super bright orange. Is that an orange or a red?
It looks more red in person. It looks so orange on camera.
Yeah, my torque stallion was always orange, and people would always call it red. It used to piss me off.
Yeah, I seen that. That kind of looked a little red though.
Yeah, hard color flip.
Yeah, but yeah, I was happy.
Let's just get to the final. That's
super
teasing
bright.
us.
Dan.
Yeah.
Got a little gloss on it too.
I love GC8s, man. GC8s are dope.
Oh, I see we got ads.
Oh, damn, you're not optimized.
Optimized, exclamation point, optimized in chat.
Oh, Amelia, okay.
Right there.
There, boom.
Yeah.
That's very orange. That is very orange.
Yeah,
there it is. There's the beauties.
That looks good, yeah. So, and then new wheels too, NTO3 plus M.
Yeah. I love the super classic look.
What's the actual status on the car as of right now? Like, you got it? What is it running good or?
So she's no engine at all in her. She's finished with paint. Body's ready to go. Just kind of waiting for things to clear up here before I can do an engine in her. The shop I was doing out of is closed right now. So once I finish the Buick, maybe I bring it here and do it. I'm just kind of taking it day by day. But I have a built EJ207 waiting to go in her, which is like the holy grail of like JDM engines. But I mean it's like we did pistons, rods, valve train. We'll probably go bigger turbo. And I'm not really trying to push more than 4.
What happens if you blow up another one?
I don't want to talk about it.
Dude, shout out to all Subaru owners, dude. Those guys and everybody push through popping motors left and right, and they still keep going. I don't know.
Everyone makes fun of rotary guys, but the Subaru guys are.
They brag about on their 5th or 6th engine. They just go at it.
Forced into being a mechanic. If you own that, those motors, you are forced into being a mechanic. So Amelia, actually, just force yourself to be a good mechanic and have to work on everything all the time.
We'll use the word "good" loosely.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, if you guys want a project car, I would definitely recommend an older Subaru.
Have you seen the Boosted Boys Hondaroo?
I've heard of it. I've seen some clips. I'm waiting for the time to dive in and really go through that.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Just like a K24, still all-wheel drive.
That's nutty.
Yeah.
These Honda and Subaru guys, it seems like everybody's doing either a Honda swap or just doing something with their Subaru. But between the Regal and the C8, obviously you're building the Regal to get back on that. You're building the Regal to go drag racing. I know you mentioned a lot about it, and you have big plans for that. You were mentioning the C8's kind of like your daily. Do you see yourself tracking that thing more often than your S14? Because your S14's kind of been like, we haven't really seen it too much, but C8 going track car, and then what's the plans with the 240?
Well, the 240 I've actually been driving a lot off camera. I'm really trying to work. It's hard because I love filming and I love driving, but it's hard to do both. Like you guys know, when you wrench and you film, it takes 3 times as long. So I've kind of just been utilizing my time at the track, focusing on driving. And then I'll start to do videos here and there to show like larger spurts of progression. But I'm really just trying to focus on driving. And it's kind of nice too, because like sometimes you get so caught up of trying to film everything that you sometimes forget you can listen to music, not worry about copyright, and kind of enjoy what you're doing. And that's kind of like my little area that I put aside of like, well, the car's built to the craziest dreams I could have ever imagined. I remember when it was like crash into a wall and not running right, and to where it is now. Like, I'm just kind of enjoying it right now.
Yep. Do you see yourself getting into competition in the future in that thing, or?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I really have no plans to competitively race. I really just do it for fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Well, it seems like that's more of a thing anymore, you know? It seems like a lot of these guys and organizations like Grid Life and even a lot of the local events are just like, yo, come out and come shred. You know, no pressure, just go out. And you see a lot of people kind of going that direction. It's a lot less pressure, but to some, it's a lot more enjoyable.
Yeah, I definitely without the pressure and like, I mean, I look forward to crashing my car into my friends' cars. I'm not quite there yet. But yeah.
Nice.
Maybe we can get you and Dan out. Get the S14 door banger squad out there, Dan.
Man, I'd be down.
We've been talking about it. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, we got to do it. We could get out a balcony, take it easy. I've been having bad luck with mine as of recent.
Really?
We got to have Amelia just bring hers out to the burn yard.
Oh,
yeah, that's true.
I break enough cars without you guys.
Hey, no, you hit me up a long time ago. Said you want to do a 6-gear burnout, so let's just do that.
I'm still down for that one.
Yeah, let's do that. You don't gotta crash your car. Just
burn yard's the best place.
Yeah, that one I'm down for.
Yeah.
The safe space, if you.
I just know I'm gonna park in front of a K-rail or do something stupid. So once I enter the arena, I feel like any sense of like.
See, that's what I tell everybody. Once you drive under that container, you black out.
It's bad.
It's just what happens.
That's what I imagine happening.
Yeah.
What's and to do a mild build breakdown? What's the stats on the S14? What do you got in it?
Are you at the house or near your cars? Can you show us
I'm at
anything?
the shop. The S14 is in here. I have the RB-swapped here. 14 243 ported heads, cam, pretty conservative NA build. I think it was just shy of 500 horsepower. So I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, super responsive.
That's plenty of power.
Yeah.
Welded diff, dual calipers in the rear, GK Tech wide angle kit.
So you're everyday 240 for the most part.
Yeah.
Yo, but those things are so cookie cutter and reliable.
Yeah, that's why I built a 240.
Yeah, straight up. And it's like, once again, going through, was mentioned like GK Tech arms and things like off the shelf, always in stock. You crash into your buddies.
Yeah.
Next day on your doorstep. It's not like you're trying to redevelop this whole new chassis. And it's like you hear things about all these new cars and these guys are building brand new hot rods. And it's like, yo, to get a fender for that thing is 6 weeks out. Yeah, and I'm good. I'm good on that. So
someone in chat asked where you're from, Amelia. We got any chat questions? Drop them.
Yeah. I'd rather not say where.
Oh, okay.
Residencies of Indiana and Cali, but. Okay. Yeah, I won't be more specific than that.
No, you don't have to answer that. I was just throwing a question out from the people.
Yeah. You guys want to see the C8 or anything?
Yeah, we want a full tour. We're just getting warmed up.
Take it.
Yeah, and that's the thing is because you run everything out of your shop, right? You work on your cars, build your cars, most of the stuff.
There's also a few other shops that I partner with, but this is kind of the main home base here. I mean, I feel super, super blessed because this is recent as of like, 2 months ago, a month ago.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, and another thing that we've been doing too, Amelia, is especially like we just had Tony Angelo on Friday, and he has a very small shop. It probably fits 3 cars, but he has enough tool and resources to rebuild a car essentially. And so even if you go around and show us kind of what you use as far as tooling and things to build your car, please give us that full deal.
Sure.
Look at this hot rod.
Yeah. So this is Mimi, my grandma's name. Well, we call her Mimi, so I kind of named the build after her. Yeah, the Fast 103 high ram. We have the RHS LS3 square port heads. We have a rowdy fucking cam.
Yeah,
this thing's fun. 1500 cc injectors, probably going to do E85. But yeah, so just did a first turnover on her the other night. She sounds wicked.
How many, what's the cubic inch on that? Or what is it?
It's a 6.0 iron block.
Okay, gotcha. Yep.
Yeah. Here, let me see if I can turn over. She's not tuned yet, so bear with me.
You may need to adjust your microphone settings if we're going to be able to hear it.
It might just be loud noise.
Yes. So
I'll just send it.
Yeah, go ahead and let's see if we get lucky.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, aimed right at the blaster too.
Yeah. I'll squish it like that.
Look at that. So what, you got the QA1 on there, Zach?
Yeah.
I can't quite see. I don't have.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so there's probably a 25% chance this might work.
She looks like a child in that big old car.
She wasn't kidding when she said she couldn't reach the pedals.
Yeah.
Sensor, so it might take a couple.
Yeah.
Okay, right up.
Okay.
And we can't hear it now.
Hey, everybody go mute. Everybody go mute.
I don't know if the audio is all distorted or not.
We got a little taste. We got a little taste on that startup. We could see the chop in the car though. Oh.
Man, you gotta.
I'll kill it.
You could hear it right there. Like you could feel.
I wish Zoom had better audio control.
How bad is it? Is it just?
It just blows it out for us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It mutes you.
But we can tell by the smile on your face that it's good. So.
Yeah, we'll just have to watch one of
This brings me so much joy.
Yeah, big V8s, man. Zach's got me back on the V8 train. I got to build something with a V8 soon because I kind of miss it.
What would you build?
Well, I got a Yukon Denali with a 6-liter, so may as well just use that, right?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
That's when you put like 40s on it, and just make it a full monster truck hill climber.
I do burnouts. I like burnouts.
Well, then all I would do is send it like that dude with the trailblazer on the dyno, and like that, then we're cool with it.
Yeah. So Zach has some sauce. He's got a crazy cam and all kinds of other stuff. So I think I'm just gonna basically throw the Zach recipe into my Yukon.
Huge cam, big old heads. Big intake, big injectors, send it.
I'm going to add a turbo, though.
Might have to build.
Put a turbo on it.
For real, though, every time I hop into Zach's car or Zach's truck, I rode to Irwindale in Zach's truck. I've probably entered the Burnyard probably 4 times in Zach trucks. And I don't want to say it's a death machine, but it could kill you and rip your head off with just how that thing takes off. We entered the Burnyard. Zach's like, I see Zach making the adjustments. What big old tip in every single time. It's a monster. I definitely have the V8 fever, but.
Is that your RB car behind you?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can still hear me. The internet's going out. Let me.
Oh, no, you're good.
No, you're good.
Okay, cool.
Let's see that RB car real quick before it dies.
It's a vert, too.
Let's see.
How do you guys feel on verts?
So what's it? Is it an RB-26 or 20?
You gotta ask her.
I think it's 25.
Should we take a bet? I'll be 25, 26, 30. RB20.
If it's a 30, you're talking big dollars.
Hey.
Yeah, buddy.
It's a 26.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. Twin turbo still. I mean, this was like my first major swap. And this was a lot more fabrication work than I was anticipating. So this build probably took me about a year to do, and I documented everything on YouTube. Yeah,
I watched a couple of videos of you with this car, and you really, because like you wanted to make a point to learn everything. That was really cool.
I mean, even fabricating these downpipes was a complete nightmare, but I'm glad I did it because I learned so much. And like one of the hardest things about this was that I wanted to keep the RB-26 oil pan, so I had to cut out the front diff that was in it and find a way to plug it up and weld that shut. And just little things like that. But I don't know if you guys can see all right, but there she is.
That's clean.
That's super simple, very common.
That's just stage 1 right there.
Yeah. And so would you say you had to fab up the downpipe off the turbos, or?
Yeah, so they sell like bolt-in ones that kind of adapt to the stock or the factory location of the twin turbos, but I really wanted to create my own.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a lot of pie cuts and trying to like putting in, pulling out, and trying to get it to work. I ended up V-banding the front and the rear so that they could disconnect that way, and then the rear one is connected to the rest of the downpipe.
And with the steering in the way too, that's like the hardest part of the RB car.
The steering column, yeah, it was like. It definitely made for some tight clearances.
Yeah, it was in and out, and then you're like, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. You just have to kind of sort of piece.
That was the whole build. I mean, I'd say I turned this over, but I don't know if the audio is just going to distort.
Well, you can actually go into your settings and change them if you want to. It's just a little bit of work.
So here, let me see if I can walk you through this real quick. Let me get my tech jacket on real quick. Oh, all right, Amelia. If you look next to the microphone, there's an up arrow. You're gonna click on that. It's in the bottom left-hand corner of your Zoom.
Okay, up arrow.
Click on that up arrow and hit audio settings.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you're gonna click on audio and click advanced. Look at this.
Look at this.
You're a pro.
Yep. And then what you're gonna do is once that pops up, you're gonna disable suppress background noise, suppress intermittent background noise, and echo canceling. Just disable all those.
All 3 of them?
Yep.
Just a minute. Okay.
Yep. And then it says show and meeting enable.
Echo canceling, I only get auto or aggressive as an option.
There's no so do you see show and meeting enable original sound from microphone? It's literally right up top.
Yeah, I clicked that.
Okay, and just turn that off. Make sure it's unchecked, and that should do it.
Okay. Let's see if that works.
Let's see if we can get that choppy boy.
Yeah, you can run it back with the G-Body too.
Yeah. Let's see if we get this work. Dude. Yeah, let's try the RB-26 first, dude. I feel good.
She's like spinning in circles.
Yeah, hit what you want. Hit what you want. See, every time I do tech support, my brain melts a little bit, so I got to recover from that.
Let's mute our mics too.
All right.
So I tried to warm this one up a little bit beforehand.
Come on, baby, don't lose audio. Come on, baby, don't lose audio. Don't lose audio.
Straight into the song. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Nice little icy start warm up right there. I'm with that.
Respect.
I'm with that.
I like how she said, I like to warm this one up a little bit.
Yes, that fixed it, dude.
Mad respect. That's my style.
Dude.
That was good. It sounded good.
Yeah,
Let's hear that G-Body again now that we can hear it.
Yeah, if you could give us some G-Body, that'd be dope.
And you can put it back. You can put it back a little further because like the exhaust will be so loud on the PA.
Oh, so good.
There we go.
Oh, way to handle that, boys. Nice work.
Sick.
Amelia holding it down right now.
Oh wait, go mute.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Fuel pump.
That's got some good chop to it.
Yo, with that chop, guys, we got to thank our sponsor, Falcon Tires, guys. As for Amelia doing that for us, we got to give a shout out to our crew at Falcon Tires for being able to put the stream together and allow Amelia to come on the show and hold it down with us. Make sure you guys check them out on Instagram. Unreal.
Sounded really good, Amelia.
Dude.
Yeah.
I thought I was taking out the exhaust because I got 2 mufflers on her because of Irwindale, but
Irwindale has a sound.
From what I know, and I could be wrong, I was under the impression that you had to have 2 mufflers on if you're gonna run, but maybe I'm wrong.
Whatever, it sounds like what you did. It sounds perfectly right to me, so I would just send it.
Sounds clean.
Thank you.
What's your favorite car that you own right now?
Oh my God, I can't. It's such a cop-out answer, but I love them all for different reasons, you know?
Yeah,
I'm really loving this Buick right now, I'll tell you that, especially when like I'm putting out like 1,500 horsepower, what I'm shooting for.
Yeah.
This may be like 5 right now, and then twin turbos and built bottom end and more nitrous.
Are you just building it in stages just because?
Well, I also want to get comfortable with the driving too.
Right.
Like it's so easy just to overbuild something, but at the same
Yeah.
time, like I'm not on the largest tires in the world. Like I snapped my axles last time. Like I'm still trying to like get comfortable with launching just as much progression of power.
Yep. No, I like that because like people will ask me things like that all the time too, and it's like you got to learn the car before you can say what it's going to be in 2 years. You know, otherwise, if you try to jump right into it, then you're just going to have more problems than you need.
Oh yeah, and a lot of the time too, people hear a number, but I mean, 1,000 horsepower is a lot. Even 500 is a lot.
500 horsepower is fast as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's even to find parts to work with 1,000 horsepower and that amount of torque is the hard part. And I think the other thing too that we look at is we want to drive the car as much as we can. And once you get to that 1,000 horsepower mark, it becomes a different level of maintenance.
It does. It really does.
You're looking at, you know, drivetrain, clutches, axles, everything. It's basically twice of everything and twice as much as what you would need for a 5. And the thing is, you can get a 500 to 600 horsepower car running 9s. Like you can get a 500 horsepower car boogieing if set up correctly. So I think a lot of people need to really start focusing on vehicle setup, suspension setup, more so than the power, because the power is useless without those things. You know, people will you see a lot of times on like these you know, drag clips and things like that is where these dudes make 1,000 horsepower, but they sit there and blow the tires off and don't go anywhere. They're still running 10s or 11s on 1,000 horsepower. It's like there's a science in this. Once you get to a certain point, it's not Grandma Mimi's Regal anymore. It's a monster. Yeah. You know?
Oh yeah, even for the C8, because I mean, obviously I was trying to break the record and I got close to it, but no cigar. You know, but I was so dead set on making sure the car could launch properly before even squeezing the button. Because, you know, I just feel like so much of it has to do with coming off the line more than it does, you know, top speed. I know they both intertwine, you know, but at the same time, I want to be able to take off.
Right.
It's arguably the most important part.
On the dyno.
The what?
What did the C8 make on the dyno?
The C8 with a 75 shot on an all-wheel drive Mustang dyno did 465. So it probably would have done 5 on a regular dyno.
Okay.
That was to the wheels.
Pretty respectable.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to see it over here.
Oof. Now it's your daily, just roll that thing into the shop. How's it been driving on the street? How's the looks? I'm sure the people just like drool over that thing.
I've seen it yet.
There we go.
There she is.
Oh.
Okay.
Dang, that thing's pretty, man.
Yeah.
I know, right?
You can't deny it. That thing is pretty.
I still don't have a name for her yet, if you guys have any ideas.
Oh my gosh.
I did the red interior, but it's kind of nice because it's kind of like a black and red two-tone.
Mm-hmm.
I call it Tommy. That's the White Ranger.
Ooh.
Yeah, dude.
Tommy.
Usually it's a Zex bottle, but I've already put like 40 pounds of nitrous through her, so I'm kind of running low on bottles here.
Perfect fit.
That thing is really pretty.
Tommy, her dropping heavy bombs. My God. Amelia, did you hear what Hurt wanted to call it?
I call that thing Tommy because it's the White Ranger.
I can't hear you. I think the air compressor is too loud.
Yeah.
Chat's actually got some good ones going on.
Okay. Oh, White Claw never let off. Okay. Tommy, everybody's laughing at the. I think Tommy's it. Dude.
White Claw. I like that.
Let's see here.
Tommy, you're saying?
Yeah, Tommy for the White Ranger.
Okay, I like that.
Chat, let's start spamming names for the white C8. We already got some heavy hitters in here. What about Nimbus? The DBZ clown?
Betty White.
Yeah.
We got Betty White. Tommy's perfect.
Oh, you're gonna give us some C8?
Internet. I'm gonna call it the internet killer because that's what it's doing right now.
Oh,
buddy.
man.
Oh, buddy.
Come on, internet.
You can do it. You can do. All right. There we go. Don't freeze.
I'm about ready to wrap an aluminum foil around the map. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, mute it up, boy.
With the purge?
Is that?
With the purge out the top?
Yo, Tommy sounds wild.
Dude, I might get called the dolphin, dude. That blowhole out the top.
Is that stock?
Oh.
Is that stock exhaust?
Yes, yeah. That's stock exhaust. Crazy, huh? Yeah, that's stock. That's in the track mode.
That sounds great.
That was a huge flex. Nitrous is a huge flex.
Yeah, that sounds dope.
I can't hear. I'm gonna get back.
Yeah, we got low Wi-Fi. The dolphin, dude, because of the blowhole out the top, dude.
White dolphin.
The dolphin, the killer
White
whale.
dolphin.
The beluga whale.
Moby Dick.
Yeah, dude, that sounds
Pegasus.
great for a stock.
Unreal.
Yeah, right? It sounds so much better than the ones I drove to in Nevada. Like, I wonder if they were detuned or something, but I got this. I was like, this sounds so different.
Man. Yeah, it's spicy.
And so with track mode, it's a baffled style exhaust where you can pick like street, something else, track.
Yeah, so I think there's 4 valves. It opens up all of them in track mode. 2 are reserved for if you're in like V4, VA mode on the freeway. And I think they're all closed if you're in like touring or like the regular mode in weather.
And then you have multiple traction control settings as well, I'm assuming.
Yeah. So you have like regular traction control. You have ECS, electronic control stability, or ESC, one or the two. If you tap it twice with a space in between, it goes into competition mode. If you hold it for like 8 seconds, it completely turns it off.
Dude, science, dude. These cars are becoming too smart for their own good. It's like this. You have 2 different worlds. You have the Regal, where you just stand on the gas that has a cable going from the gas pedal to the throttle body.
Yeah.
And then you go to the Corvette, which is run pretty much by wiring and electronics and science.
Yeah. It's so different. And that's the thing about doing the car handles it phenomenally, even with all like the limps, like everything turned off. Like, it still handles great because at the end of the day, it's like an electronic diff. So, and there's different things that the drivers were telling us to do, where if you come around a corner, if you feel like you're pushing a little and can't pull in, come off the gas entirely, it triggers it to open diff for a second, then get back on it, and then it goes back to limited slip. Like, there's a couple little things to do that trigger the computer differently for different, I guess, for really pushing it while driving, that I found very interesting.
So when you went to test drive these things, you said you went out to Vegas to test drive them, is that right?
Yeah,
okay.
Spring Mountain.
Spring Mountain, okay, yeah, right on. Spring Mountain's a great school. So when you went out to Spring Mountain, did they kind of give you a run through on it and let you experience each settings in the car, or what was kind of like that experience like?
Everyone was super awesome there. They let us do hot laps on our own, and you were kind of categorized by your different driving styles. So you always had a car to chase. And then they also put you in a car with a professional driver for the hot laps. And of course they do the hot laps at the end of the day. But yeah, I mean, I had a great time. It was so much fun.
Yo, Will Rogie just dropped a heavy name for your car in chat. He calls it the Cocaine Orca. The Cocaine Orca. Will Rogie dropping some heat. Shout out to Will.
It's like Betty White. That was a good one.
Betty White?
Betty White. That was a good one.
I think I might have a name after today.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if you haven't, you got to go back in the chat because people are just mobbing us with names right now.
I will, absolutely.
Also,
I'll give credit too to whoever's name I end up choosing.
Nice. So people are questioning a V4 mode.
That's again, I'm not sure if I understand this. When you're driving on the freeway, it drops down a few cylinders so that it's better drivability, better fuel economy, I should say.
Everything that Zach's truck doesn't do.
Hey, I get good gas mileage on the highway. I'm getting 20.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad for.
No, hell no.
That's standard LS numbers.
Yeah.
That's not bad for 669 ponies, bro.
No, but I'm just saying you got the V8 under your foot whenever you need it.
Crank power, Zach? Do we talk crank power around these parts?
You start talking wheel power when you actually dyno your stuff on a wheel dyno on a dyno jet.
We're talking
instead
crank
of that
power.
dyno.
Oh man. This is something that people didn't see the other day. Is us arguing off this chat.
Nobody knows that Zach has horsepower envy, so he talks in crank numbers. My 4-cylinder makes 500, and Dan's 6-cylinder makes 600.
Uh-oh. Zach is ready to elbow drop.
Oh, man.
I'm going to go hub dyno my truck.
Look, in the chat, they're saying hub dynos are better. They're saying hub dynos are better. So this.
I'm saying that's great. If it's
Amelia, you can partake. You can partake in this.
Loss.
Amelia, you can partake in this. So this is all stemmed into a thing that we're going to do called horsepower limbo, where we basically go all out on the dyno until we blow our shit up.
Okay.
So feel free to pick one of your fleet if you want to join in the horsepower limbo. But Zach's
exactly
mad as
V8.
We're all talking about it, but she's building a car in the background that's going to smoke all of us. So.
Yeah, for real.
Guys, we cannot get beat by a girl, okay?
We got to
come on now. She's gonna come in.
She's bringing more heat than all of us. We were talking about we can't even get G8s, and she's smashing a C8.
We got no heat. Did you see what she's got in the garage? We got no heat.
I know.
Dan has a green screen shop in his background.
If you want to line them up.
Oh, this is not going to end good. I forfeit. I already quit.
You should race
Can I ride shotgun? I just want to ride shotgun. That's it. I'm better, but you don't want me. I'm over like 230 pounds. You don't want that. No, big boy. You don't want a big boy in the front seat.
Pounds is the horsepower,
dude. I'll tell you what though. It's horsepower war is going to be a thing on this show. I can feel it already.
Horsepower limbo, baby.
Horsepower limbo.
You guys, the best and worst friends I've ever had.
Okay, so I just got to say, somebody in chat just said Corey looking like Tiger King's next boyfriend.
Oh, what? You know what? I came in, dude. I'm trying to pick up the duty of Tiger King. I'm slaying some tigers right now. That's Andy. Andy's been dropping some heat in there. He's the one who told me my car's so high I can lift it without doing an oil change. Don't have to lift it, just walk underneath it.
Oh, my gosh.
You guys don't like the drip today? You don't like the drip today? All right. I see a guy. Andy's probably sitting in his underwear right now, not doing anything either. Where's your drip at, Andy?
Is that the same dude that told me my pants are shorts?
Yeah, probably. Probably. We got some heat. I got tore apart from the beginning of the stream today. You know what? Lay it on me, chat. Lay it on me. We're ready to go.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm asking for it. I don't care. It's all right. Amelia, so what? Obviously, there's a bunch of things going on around the world that's not allowing us to do events and things like this. But what's your plans for the future? Like, what do you have planned with the Regal? Obviously, you mentioned drag racing, but do you have some events that you're looking forward to hitting, or what's kind of your ideal?
I was just about to say it's tough because I was my left quarter mile at a time, but I don't. I mean, I have high level goals of like 7s with the G-Body with the manual. Obviously, I mean, I have a personal goal of linking horse thief with the S14. I'd like to break 10.49, if not 9s with the C8. Like, I definitely plan on doing some more drag stuff with her. And overall just kind of building and constantly challenging myself with things I can come up with. Yeah, I'd say that would be kind of more of the high level goals here.
And as far as car selection, do you see yourself getting another car in the future, or are you like swamped on projects right now?
I think right now I'm a little good on projects.
I was gonna say you got your hands full.
Yeah, I personally have 6 cars. Not including that S13 because I don't really consider it mine. But that's kind of a lot.
There's no solid car game problem right there.
Yeah, right.
And then, by the way, another cool name that I see popping up in chat is Cool Whip. Cool Whip. That's hey chat. Nice job on dropping in chat. Yeah, car game problems, corruptor. It's very contagious. It's very, very contagious right now.
You know what, Amelia, I wanted to bring up. You said you were having troubles with the vet, doing donuts and stuff, but the Tesla, you recently got to go out and go rip that, and it's new Tesla, and you had a bunch of fun doing that.
Oh yeah, that was something else. It's such a weird feeling to be doing donuts or burnouts, and you do not hear car noise. So you're kind of getting used to the sound of the tires screeching as your wheel speed. it's interesting because it's like immediate torque off the bat.
You think they're ever going to figure out like a sound box so you can just pick whatever motor you want, like video games, and it'll just read the throttle position?
Fart mode in Netflix right now, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Fart mode?
Where we at?
Look at that delicious tuning ad.
Yeah, Dan, and optimize your image.
Is it not good?
Optimize? Why?
Is it not optimized?
It might be. I'm just kidding.
I hate you, Kurt. I hate you. You got me all self-conscious and stuff now.
No,
well, it's not. It's not optimized.
We were. See, you're welcome. You don't have to.
You got me bad. I'm sorry.
Oh, it does make noise. Let's get that volume down in here. There it is. There it is.
Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, just imagine it in silence, like this, with no tire noise.
Yeah. Right. We got to get that thing to the donut garage. We could probably sneak a man line with one of those.
Oh, I got my buddy Alex Troy with one. He's ready to go right now. Whenever you guys.
All right. We'll keep that in mind for sure.
Yeah.
So drift mode, and you mentioned what's fart mode. I thought my E30 came with fart mode, but I think that was just me or my passenger. But what's fart mode?
I think it's like you can push a button, it makes it sound like someone's farting.
Fart mode is Corey's rap name.
Fart mode squad. Dude, shout out Elon Musk. Not afraid to throw some zingers in there, dude.
Yeah,
he gets down. The other thing too is obviously you showed that video of you drifting. I saw on your IG, you went with Josh Robinson to go drifting in some snow.
Yeah. So I ended up flying out to Minnesota, and he drove his drift school in Texas up there, and he did like every winter he does a few weeks of just ice drifting school, and that was also a crazy experience because it really emphasized on how important a line was. And if you want to come out of a situation, you want to actually give it more throttle, and there was no left foot braking. So you would think that by giving it more throttle that you would slide out more into the wall. But in this instance, because it was on studded tires, it would pull you in more. So it was kind of like getting used to like the little different, I guess, idiosyncrasies of like what to do and what not to do versus things like you're used to doing. But that was a lot of fun. That was a bucket list goal of mine for sure.
Yeah, and people don't realize that you are literally in what it looks like 100 acres of flat snow, and then you guys get like a tractor trailer or snow plow, and then cut your own line, and then go run it.
A lake bed, and we bounced around a couple different of them, and everyone was so cool. They're like, "Oh, you want us to plow you another track?" And we draw it on a little napkin, and they take it and they go do it. And
that's so rad. Just erase map, start a new one. That's super cool.
Yeah, there's plenty of lake space, so they keep doing these different ones. And there were some guys doing more time attack racing out there, and we were off in the corner doing the drifting stuff. And yeah, I highly, highly recommend it if you guys have never been ice drifting before.
No, he invited us out. They're bad at planning, so we missed the window. But next year we'll definitely go out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just looking it up just a second ago. Yeah, it's Texas Drift Academy. It's all 350Zs, and it seems like they're fairly stock with some mild mods, maybe suspension arms. But it seems like the engine's the stock VQ, and then it has the studded snow or ice tires. And it seems like it's a free-for-all from start to finish. Like, you guys wake up, like you said, plan a track, and then it's tandem trains all day.
I've never had more driving in that one day than I've had out here probably the whole year. It's just because you're not swapping tires, the car's happy all day, you're just knocking them out one after another.
Yeah, I'm seeing if I can find a clip or a video of that, because it is intense, and I can't imagine it being any better driving. Like you said, same tires over a week, all your consumables is fuel and whatever Pabst Blue Ribbon you drink for the week. But other than that, it seems incredible. And we should go do that for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm all the way down. I was actually really sad we missed the window.
Yeah, I talked to him a while back about him building the cars and stuff and his idea for the fleet. And I was like, this is a cool idea.
What's his website again? Is it Texas Drift School?
Texas Drift Academy.
Just so the people, Texas, just so the people can look for themselves.
Yeah, here I got I got a link I'll drop in chat. But yeah, it seems, you know, and that's the thing is a lot of people like even like Frederick Osbo and a lot of the FD guys are going back to Norway, obviously prior to this whole self-isolation thing. And it seems like the snow thing is the next training tool. I think you have snow training and simulators, and those are like
Osbo's Supra ice drifting videos are so cool,
dude. Next level.
Yeah.
Next level. And even like talking to Josh and Amelia, you might know more than this, but it's like he's picking up these 350s for $3, $4, $5 grand maybe,
and probably just putting studded tires on them and
and an angle kit and a handbrake.
Letting it rip. Really basic school cars. But I mean, 350Zs are modern, like they're this generation's 240, essentially. They're super cheap and super capable.
Yeah, you guys were talking about
200 more horsepower.
240 earlier. It's like 350s. It's just as easy, if not easier now, and the parts are getting cheaper.
Yeah. Well, the thing about them, you don't really need to do anything to the motor. Like a KA is a little sluggish. A 350Z is not sluggish, you know? So it's pretty cool how simple it is for people now.
Yeah, as long as you don't straight pipe it. You guys went down with the G35 straight pipe that.
That's Elon's fart mode.
It's the VQ with the straight pipe. The death sound is that.
Yeah.
So obviously you did that, and then you had a bunch of other projects. Also, did you mention something that you? Oh wait, what? Here we go. This is it right here. Look at this, dude.
That was my first time tandeming too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome.
This is it right here.
Tandem is so much fun, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I thought I wouldn't be, like, nervous at all with the car on my door, but I definitely looked over and had a no shit moment.
Yeah. It's a wake up for sure.
Look at
but
that.
once you get, honestly, simulator training made it easy.
I need to get one of those.
Yeah.
And how many days did you do this?
I was there for 3 days.
That's sick. 3
Isn't
days
that
of just
sick?
straight romping.
Yeah. Under here.
All right, here we go.
Driving with the windows down, I'm sure you were freezing.
Actually, no, it felt good. I would get, like, house washed a couple times, but...
Yeah, I'm so sad we didn't get to go do this. We'll just start planning it now. Maybe we'll make it on time next year.
I mean, I literally a week before was like, I was so like, I'll go, but I never actually committed with a plane ticket till like, it was probably a few days before, and I was like, all right.
So who was that driving behind you?
That was Josh Robinson, and then in the car with me is David, that dude in blue.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, David's cool.
Yeah, he's super cool. He picked it up really quickly.
So it's like oh, you just yeeted it.
Yeah.
So what was the kind of like the whole training process? Obviously, did he teach you like different handling characteristics from, you know, driving on street to snow? What do's and don'ts? What was kind of like the process of learning the how to get behind the wheel of one of these things?
The biggest thing for me was throttle response. I needed to overcommit a little more than I was used to doing. And I think a lot of that comes on relying on that LS crutch power and instant torque. That for this, it was like really mashing more on the pedal and getting used to, again, giving it more to pull yourself out of the dangerous situations than coming off of it a bit to straighten out.
Yeah, unreal. And my last question on that topic is, I've never driven on studded tires in the snow. Do they produce a good amount of grip?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's tons of grip. Yeah, and when tires wear, in case those at home are wondering, with the studded tires, that after so much prolonged driving, it ends up cracking around the stud, and that's when you start to know whether or not the tire's good or bad, because then the studs will just fall out.
Science.
When you're up there, do you go through more fuel than anything? I imagine ripping off fuel.
Yeah, lots of fuel, and you never wanted to get below half tank, so you're constantly filling up. But yeah, that's all it was. We were just constantly refilling fuel all day.
By the way, what happened? Because I noticed in the video, all of a sudden there was like a big, it looked like oil just draining out of the cars. What happened?
One of the cars was kind of running hot all day, and it eventually just let go. But it's a VQ.
It's okay. It's disposable. It's expendable.
Yeah. We found another one the next day. Super easy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So All right, what, man? I want. Well, we were gonna ask you like, what's next, but you said you rather like show than do. Do you have any other cars on your radar that you've been creeping on? Because all of us like to creep on stuff constantly on Craigslist. So you got anything?
I have some in mind that I would love to build one day. I'd love to do like an FDRX7. I know that's like the general, everyone wants to do one of those. I think more so engines for me. Like I've never worked on a 2J. I would love to learn my way around those. I've done a little bit of work with the 4Gs, the 6.3s. I would love to maybe slap a big turbo on one of those. I wanted to do a 4G RX7 build for a little while, and I almost did that before the G-Body. But I wanted, there's no replacement for displacements.
Yeah.
The G-Body build for that. And then, and this is a little bit ridiculous. I kind of want to get a Lambo. So,
once it hits your lips, huh? You got the C8, and once that supercar hits your lips, you just want to go all the way, huh?
I kind of just want to do like a super stupid, nasty, like 582 Huracan and drift that and do fun stuff with it. But I'm really kind of just enjoying what I have. I feel like, there's still so much yet on Mimi, and then even the C8. I'm picking up a set of drag wheels for that one too, to try to really break some numbers on her. And then, from there, I'll kind of just see what I'm feeling at that time. If I want to still stick with the American-made stuff, or if I want to start transitioning over to something a little different.
So what do we have to look forward to in your content right now? You have your garage. You're able to work. You're going to be.
Yeah, so I have my own garage where I do most of the work. I still have the Subaru build needs to happen. Already have the built engine that's going in. That's kind of going to be more of a Gymkhana build. I have the DCCD 6-speed trans going in that as well with the R180 diff. And then that I'm going to have the remote so I can dial, the horse or the power bias front and rear. And then that should be a pretty stout engine. I'm not going to try and boost too much. And so I'll have that, and then I'll probably stick with the VF30 turbo too, until maybe I do like something a little more ridiculous. Even though I say I don't want to go more than 400, I'm so bad at this. And then, flat out, yeah, I definitely want to do some forced induction on the C8. I definitely want to try and break nines with that car. The Buick, I am step at a time. I was doing a lot of practicing on 8th mile, but I think here on that, I'm trying to do more quarter mile stuff. I think she's in the 12s right now, no problem, but I think there's no reason why with the horsepower, minus some weight on the car and some sticky tires, there's no reason why I can't be in the 10s. Once I get like a comfortable setup, and as long as the car drives straight. And then from there, I'll be twin turboing that, if not sooner than later. And then, yeah, the 240, the S14, that I'm just enjoying driving. And the RB-S13, that one's just kind of chilling here to clean up a few little loose ends. But,
so, like, now seeing your cars, you have so many different things going on. What do you like to drive? What's your favorite drive? Do you like the drag race? Do you like to road race or drift? Like, I know you're learning kind of a bit along the way, but what's the most fun for you right now?
I'm really enjoying the drag racing stuff. I'm really enjoying that. The drifting, I love too. I think I'll love more when I can chase in a tandem, but I'm still getting comfortable with tandeming and also getting better at drifting. Because me, I'm very goal oriented naturally. So with drag racing, I love adrenaline, and if there's a number that I can constantly keep trying to beat and break and setting a goal for, that's where it gets fun for me. Yeah. The drifting, I struggle a little bit because there's no, you do a drift and at the end of it, it's not like there's immediate reward of a number to know how you did, unless you're really competing, I guess. So that I kind of see it as more fun than I do on a competitive level. I'm not saying I'm going to ever competitively drag race, but I think there's more immediate return as of right now with the drag racing stuff. So I think I enjoy going balls to the wall. on the strip.
Yeah. Sure.
We had a question from chat from somebody named Nini, actually, and says, Amelia, what's your dream car?
It's complete opposite sides of the spectrum. If I'm looking for like, I mean, I would love to have a Ferrari F40. I mean, I feel like almost every dream car.
That's a good dream car.
Speak for all of us, yeah.
Yeah,
I will have one day, and I will rape the piss out of it and drive it.
Yeah, F40s, F50s are looking at a cool, 2 milli right now? 2.5 milli?
I thought like 1.8. Damn, this price.
Yeah. It's a hot commodity right now. 1.5, 1.8, 2 million.
You know, it's messed up when 2 million sounds cheap for it.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm sure, what's the sticker on those? What were the sticker on those new 500, 700? It's like, talk about stonks. Those cars were just able to freaking... The stonk market, dude. That's what the F40 is. It's the stonk market.
All right, Chad. Let's go ahead and give Amelia a big hip for coming on to the porn stream. She's been a great guest. She showed us cars. She made car noises. So let's give it up for her.
Yeah, thank you. We'll do the 6-gear burnout next time.
Yeah, no.
We got a 6-gear sitter on deck.
Yeah, no, we'll reach out to you and let's plan that because that'd be fun to do. So once this is all blows over, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drifting.
But thank you for taking the time to come on the show. We appreciate you. If you ever have a live stream and you need guests, hit us up. We'll return the favor.
Well, you guys can look some of your cars.
Awesome.
Well, take care, guys.
All right, Amelia. Thanks again. Chad, if you want to spam our Instagram, YouTube page, let's show her some love, and hopefully we'll get out to the Burnyard very soon.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Later on, Amelia.
See ya.
Oh, right.
She found that hang-up button really fast, didn't she?
Yeah.
You hang up.
Dude, she got cars to build.
Dude, I know. When can we go back to the shop? Dude, I want to start working on some stuff.
She was when that V8 started up, Zach.
What's up?
See how pumped she was when she started up that V8? That's what you're talking people into. Like
every time you fire,
everybody gets pumped up.
Well, hey, let's go back to this crank dyno that you guys were talking about, right? Let's go back to this real quick. The reason you do crank dynos like that, Zach, is because Texas Speed cranks them up at the shop before they ship them, right?
Oh yeah. So I mean, you can have like my engine is a turnkey crate engine from Texas Speed. Normally, when you get a turnkey engine from them, they always give you the option if you want them to break it in on the dyno. You know what I mean? Do a proper procedure so you don't be an idiot and grenade it, because it's so easy to just. You get that itch when you get that new engine, you get all that power, and you're just like, I want to stand on this, right? But obviously there's proper break-in procedures with fresh engines. So they'll run it on the dyno, they get it broken in, and then they dyno test them right there in the in-house, So,
and did they supply the tune with that? Like, did they supply like
a they supply a tune. Obviously, we had to change the tune a little bit because in California, the gas is just garbage. We got 91, we got high ethanol content in the fuel, and it's just not, it was a great tune from Texas Speed. It ran perfectly, but we noticed it was pulling a little bit of timing. It was getting a little bit of knock because basically, they're set up for 93 octane.
Right.
So, we pulled it out. Actually, got a little bit more rear wheel horsepower out of it, but that's actual dyno jet, on tire, on roller, dyno numbers.
Tire on roller.
So I'll tell you, it's because Dan, who built your engine? Or yours is not built. Yours is factory bottom in, right?
Factory, bud.
It's factory, so you didn't even crank it open.
No, not at all. Didn't touch it. Just the normal stuff of, just freshen up, new water pump and stuff like that, new seals. But no, I never opened it up.
See, that's
beginning in California is where I got the motor.
Yep.
Never touched it. I just put on new manifolds. I got a modified manifold for my intake manifold, which is actually Aaron Drift Motion led me onto this, which is pretty cool. It's a factory manifold that's cut and mated to an aftermarket one that gives it a little bit more space, but it's also like a blend between the horsepower and the torque.
Right.
So that's pretty sweet. And then I got a really cheap exhaust manifold. It was like $300 that I modified just a little bit. And then a big 3076 Garrett Turbo. E85 Haltech.
That's it.
It's just That's it. It's simple. With a 2J, that's kind of cheating because you can if you go back in the day of Supra forums, it was like, oh, how much boost can I run? And they would say, pick a number. And that was just stuck in my brain forever. I was like, I don't get it.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like for me, like obviously Texas Speed is a massive company that's been producing LS engines for a really long time. It's like for me, so I'm 2J now, you're 2J now, Hertz a little bit of everything. I went with, so I'll tell you this, when I built my 2J, and the only reason I built my 2J is because I think Dan, factory 2Js are good for what, that's 600 or 700, like comfortably, right?
I think 700 is pushing it, right? So, so where you're at versus where I'm at. Like, I could have gone further on the tune.
Yep.
Andrew kept pushing me, like, let's do it, man. We could get 700, no problem. I was like, let's stay here. I've never had this much power in my life. I don't need to blow anything up, so...
Oh, and shout out for Texas Speed in chat dropping some facts on us. Shout out to you guys and helping our dude Zach out. But as for me, so I went with my 2J. I did fully built because I wanted that sweet 800 reliably. But I went to like a little mom pa shop out in Vegas. They actually built a Force Wings motor. They're called Universal Machine. They have like 3 employees. But the difference is this, right? They build your engine, they clean it up, they ship it back to you, and it's like, yo, that thing has never started or cranked over. So when you put it in your car, it's all fingers crossed, making sure everything works. The only thing that they're relying off of is like, oh, the tolerances are within this specific spec. Here's a sheet. Check it out. Merry Christmas. And it's like, yo, at least you get yours. It's like, boop, drop it in, boop, fire it up, stay on the gas. So it's like, you can use these other engine builders, but there is that potential risk without firing. And I think the big advantage of that is like, yo, if Texas Speed throws something on the dyno and it seems fishy, they would probably take a look at it before sending it out. In my case, it was like, it's a close option. It's cheap. I can get it done tomorrow. Let's go. But then it's like, yo, I'm potentially throwing a time bomb in my car. You just got to go with the reliable shop.
There's like 3 different options there, Corey, is what you're saying, right?
Yes.
So like with what you have, it was kind of a risk and a gamble. JDM in California, they fire every motor up. You know it runs, but you don't know, how long it's been running and stuff like that. They have certificates, mileage, stuff like that. And then they have Zach's, which is fully, freshly built and then ready to go. So 3 different kind of fingers crossed-ish, but Zach's has been ripping like crazy. I haven't had any engine troubles yet.
Here's the thing, we needed to go. I need something that was reliable, that could be a daily driver. You could drive across the country in the drop of a dime, you know what I mean, and work. And, we just didn't have the time to be sitting there trying to build a motor and then screwing it up. So
no, and
this comes with a warranty.
The other thing too is you have air conditioning, okay?
Air conditioning.
You have air conditioning, and that's one of the best cheater mods to put on any car is air conditioning.
I don't know if that's a cheater mod. That's more
it's a cheater mod.
No, you need that.
That's something a lot of us don't experience.
I've lived plenty of life without AC, and I'm sick of it. That was the first thing, like I remember hearing Hurt say something about like, if you don't have AC, I forgot what the quote was, but I was like, you know what, he's absolutely right. And there's no way I can suffer having another, this is my only car, you know what I mean?
Right.
So like when the summer comes and you're just blistering hot and, you don't want to be on the highway with your windows all the way down, you know what I mean? It's nice. It's nice to have that AC.
Yeah. I haven't had AC on any of my cars in a really long time.
Depends on the car. Depends on the car and what the build's for, But like Zach's vehicle, that's a AC necessary vehicle.
Yep.
Perfect.
Like our 240s, those are track beaters. we can live without AC. It'd be ideal to still have it. So when you're waiting in line,
lazy boy style.
Yeah.
It's one of those where you leave it on and screw it up. It was like one of the first final bouts. Dude drifting with AC on. Pump just went nuts.
Like my GS300, I'm about to convert it to turbo and stuff. I'm going to leave AC in that car.
100%.
Yeah,
Does the GE and the GTE, does the accessories work the same for AC and stuff?
I believe so. But I'm not GTE swapping it though.
It's just changing the head?
Yeah, I'm going NAT. I'm not even changing the head.
Oh, so hold on. So what? You're just doing a manifold, all new plumbing, everything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is there a year on the GE that is better than another? I think there's one where is the pistons and rods the same across all the GEs?
Yeah, I think they're the same across.
But you can't take the GTE.
I think the rods are the weak link, but
you can't take
the. That know this question are the Shanahans in Ireland. Those guys, they've been running GE motors for a long time. They can get them like fairly cheap. And
so, from what I understand, it was always built to be a GTE, and then we made it a GE, but they just used all the turbo parts for the most part.
I was also hearing people would just do rod swaps between the GE and GTE where they would keep the factory pistons, and you could buy literally used. For example, I have GTE rods and pistons at my shop that I replaced with the Wiseco stuff. But it's like you could still pick up those rods and pistons out of a GTE for fairly cheap. And even the turbos for the GTE are literally inexpensive for the twin turbo. I think I sold mine for $200, a twin turbo set for a GTE.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. So that's my plan. You know, as far as AC goes, that's the kind of car that deserves AC.
Fact.
So,
and then a couple of people were asking in chat. Obviously, you just ripped your first Donies in the 240. What's the next steps for you in that thing? Are you stripping it back down, or are you just gonna get a
you gotta strip that down and get it painted, man. So, next step. So, Serge, Fab Daily Serge he's slapping in a cage from Cage Kits. Chair Slayer started a side hustle called Cage Kits where he 3D scans cars and makes laser cut and notched cages. So there's the fitment's on point. So he's throwing one of those into the car, and once he's done with that, I'm gonna get the car, pull the motor out, send it off the paint, and fit and finish, and put it all back together.
Hold on.
Hold
on. What is
Dante?
Hold on.
What's up, everybody?
Let's get some hip hits in chat. Oh my God, guys! Scotto's in the house.
I told you I'd drop in the last 15 minutes if I could.
He's got his business shirt on.
Dude, we're in a full.
Scotto's got his business shirt on.
I had to take some business meetings from home today, you know. Most people use this video conferencing to talk to each other in business, not to just talk about car parts. Anyway, what were you guys talking about? Sorry to jump in right now.
We were talking about air conditioning in performance cars. Like Zach's truck has ACs. Our shitbox 240s, no ACs because it's a different purpose. But Hurt building the GS 300, keeping it a GE because of the AC and turboing the GE. So we were just talking about when and where and why to have AC. Like obviously with our Thrasher cars, it's not necessary. But building a high performance daily, how crucial it is.
Yeah, I agree. When I was like, I don't know, maybe like in my early 20s, this old man said that we were like talking about some motor swap that a friend of mine did. And this old guy said to me, yeah, it doesn't matter how fast it is if you can't make it cool. He's like, any buffoon could swap a motor in any car, but getting the air conditioning to work takes the real master. That's kind of true. Because like I'm trying to get the air conditioning to work for the Rover right now. And you're like matching all these different components to try to make it work because honestly, AC is crucial for certain environments. I mean, if you live in like a real temperate area, it's not a problem. But
dude, when people ask, they're like, "Yo, dude, I want to 2J swap my street car." I'm just thinking like, "Yo, the easy part is just dropping that engine in there. Have fun. Everything after that, the harness, the ECU, or if you run a factory harness or a factory ECU, obviously depending. But good luck getting that AC to work because half the time it is a pain in the ass, and that's when you have to get a wizard in there to make it happen.
90% of what makes a swap visually entertaining is only about 7% of the work.
Yeah,
dude.
We deal with that all the time making content because like people want to see the motor go in. What they don't want to see is like the 3 hours it takes to run fuel lines like Dan and I did on his car. It's not really that exciting. It's just part of the job.
Talking about AC and like performance cars, do you remember was that a red Quattro that showed up to SEMA that just blew everybody's mind?
Yeah, that was my boy Hank Iraz's car, and Zach got to go rip around in Hank's RS3, which is an 8.4 second car that still has full interior.
And AC.
Yeah. Well, the AC has a clutch, so the minute it goes over 4,000 RPM, it turns the AC off.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
But that red car did have AC, I'm assuming.
I don't think it does. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
So, real talk, I was always wondering why, Scotto, you were like fanboying out over these Quattros. Like, okay, I look at Scotto's car, I'm like, that's an Audi, sweet. That thing at the Burnyard wrecked me, dude. That thing absolutely destroyed me. And then as soon as I saw that, I was like, I get it now.
And the sound
I totally get it. Because that thing wrecked, and I wish we can find video. Maybe we'll play video on the next Epos thing. But anyways, it's just, what's the story behind it? It's a red Audi Quattro.
So it's a Quattro. I think it's like an 83, but it has an 07K engine in it. So the 07K is the new architecture of the inline 5-cylinder. So that's what comes in like the RS3, most notably the TTRS, things like that. But it also came in like Volkswagen Rabbits, I think, and Beetles and stuff like that. Actually, James Pumphrey's putting an 07K normally aspirated in his Mark III right now. So it's like the new 5-cylinder architecture. My car is the previous one, which personally I think still sounds better. It just has like a more like old school rally kind of like vibration to it. Right. And 5-cylinders just sound crazy because they're unbalanced engines, right? So it just gives it that kind of crazy. Hurt with the piece right here.
Hold on.
Nice.
All right. Hurt. So, guys, before we press play on this, let me tell you, Scotto said he brought a special guest, and we're like, sweet. Scotto brought a bunch of special guests by, which were hitters. Yo, this guy right here shook everybody. And this was what, Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday? It was like the last day of the show.
It was the last day, yeah.
This dude comes.
His shop is down the block. I literally just texted him that morning and was like, hey, you want to come by? And he's like, yeah, he's like, tell me the dimensions of the yard and I'll see if I can get this thing to do a donut. He practiced in his parking lot and then came by.
I sure hope there's audio on this thing. But...
Roz Motorsport.
This thing.
Yeah, this thing shreds. It sounds so sick.
Look at everybody, dude. Camera's out.
It's all the right noises.
Yeah, it sounds beautiful.
I just love that they're actually going. It's so
See, Dan, that sounds so good. Everybody was tripping.
He's right here. Sneak him in. Hey.
Oh, there's the boss, man.
I just want to point out, Scotto doesn't run for nothing. And this is all my cell phone footage.
Yeah, look at the shadow. You can see the shadow of the cell phone.
I was amazed this thing's still shredded with extra 300 pounds.
Man, that's a truck right there.
Dude.
And he's on sticky tires, too. And that front yard, so sticky.
Oh, that thing is sick. Scotto, you better do it.
That's what I'm trying to do. I spent the whole weekend. I tried to work on the car this weekend, but like everything I tried to do, like my garage was such a disaster. So I just spent the weekend cleaning my garage instead. I figured we were going to quarantine for a while, so I might as well put the time in.
Dude.
You guys get any work done at home garages? Dan, you get anything done?
I moved backwards a little bit and forwards. I'm not doing too good, but I'm going to rewire everything on the interior of my car. So I don't like the way everything is in the dash. So the plan is to pull all that stuff. And then I got to mess up with some of the blemishes that I made during the Burnyard stuff. So we're trying to learn some fiberglass stuff.
Yo, Hurt, I know you went full dad mode this weekend.
Yeah, I went full dad mode. I honestly, the plan was to pull the motor out of the GS300, and I opened the garage, and I was like, I can't work in here. So I had my father-in-law bought my son a huge swing set and slide playground. It was taking up some serious real estate, so I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and tackle this. So I went full dad mode and built out the swing set and the slide and stuff. So now I got a little more space. And tomorrow, I got bin pack benches, work benches, tables, and jacks. So I think I'll start tomorrow after the stream, get my garage fit, and actually start working on the car. So
did they deliver them to you already?
Tomorrow.
Sick.
Yeah.
So you got those quick jacks, right?
I got quick jacks, and then I got 2 workbenches, so I actually have a place to put the parts and things like that.
Nice.
Because I have no tables, and taking apart a car without tables is pretty much you lose everything.
Yo, man, think about where we came from. I worked on like every car in the street, parts on the floor. I still work on stuff on the floor because I've gotten so used to it.
This is my first garage, man.
Dude, one of the worst things is when you put your hardware on the ground and you kick it all like a soccer ball trying to turn a corner, and then you're doing the whole where did everything go bit, and then you're stuck working on the project because you can't find any of the parts. You just punt it across your shop floor.
Volkswagens used to come with this hardware called a triple square, which is this like really annoying thing. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's the playground. Boom, in focus. I'm impressed that you built that this weekend.
Yo, your boy put it. Your boy put it.
Did you build it or did Raquel build it? Did Raquel help?
Dude, no, she didn't. Your boy put in work. Like I don't think I've ever worked that hard on anything.
Man, Dadhood is looking good on you.
It was like a 15 to 20 hour project, man. It was heavy.
Yeah, I just spent the whole weekend just cleaning the shop, like cleaning up the garage, which is way too much of a mess to like work on anything. I totally thought like I was gonna get all this stuff done, and I ended up getting like nowhere near as much done as I thought I was going to.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot I got to chip at it.
I showed you the photo the other day, but I built my. This is what I worked on yesterday.
Yo, that's nuts. By the way, you're a maniac.
Oh wait,
you got to turn off your.
Thing off. Hold on a second. So I was working on I'm building my whole garage out, and I've been building my garage out. Yep. And I got to be honest, I think I actually like working on garages more than I like working on cars. But we'll get to that later.
we need to get you a discovery show for.
But I got all these woodworking tools mainly so I could build stuff in my garage, right? And I built this table saw table, and I built this vacuum setup for it over the weekend. I was telling Dan I just plumbed my new turbo setup. It's pretty official, right? It's like a compound.
Wow. It's ridiculous.
So anyway, yeah, that was something I did this weekend. I didn't plan on doing it, but I started doing something else, and then I made a mess, and I was like, shit, I should just do this now. That's what the quarantine's for. Is
Brian,
all that type of stuff.
Will's asking for a cleat update.
Yo, cleat life. I mean, honestly, like I have a whole highlight file on my Instagram just about cleats because there's that much cleat stuff going on. Yo, just me building cleats.
Cleats on cleats.
Cleats. Man, I need you to come over after this is done and help me build some cleats.
Unreal, dude.
I'm going to give you some dimensions, and you cut them out for me, and then ship it over, and then I'm going to cleat up my garage as well.
There you go. It's just all the cleat building.
When did you find out
that's
this?
how the cleat works, like that.
That's so satisfying.
We're good. When did this whole woodworking thing come to life?
My dad was always into woodworking when I was a kid, so I just kind of grew up around it.
But you started
getting like my dad's like therapeutic hobby.
But I would say within the past 2 years, you started getting the handyman. You got some calluses on your hand. You had keyboard soft hands for a while, and now you got lumberjack claws, dude.
No, ask her. Like early Hoonigan days, I built the offices.
Yeah, no. We call him Bry the Builder.
Yeah, Brad the Builder. Like I built the offices in the old one. Remember, I built that sketchy staircase to get to the top level.
Oh yeah, I remember. I worked up there. I had to climb that sketchy staircase every day to get to my job.
And did you ever fall? Nah, you never fell.
No, I didn't fall. I can't argue that.
Do we want to take some questions from people to end the day?
Yeah. That's right where we're headed. So, Chad, this is your time. We had some questions out in Discord. We got Scotto up on the horn here now. So if you guys want to drop a few more questions, we have a few minutes left. So we want to make sure we get to you guys. Obviously, we got to give a big shout out to all the moderators coming in and holding the chat down. The chat's been killer lately, guys. You guys been doing a hell of a job doing that. And also, while you guys are brewing up the questions, we got to make sure to throw some love back out to Falcon Tire. We mentioned these guys, obviously, at the beginning of the show. These are the dudes that help us put this whole live stream together. And you guys know, at the end of every show, Hurt drops some heavy facts on us on what we should spam on Falcon's Instagram. Hurt, you prepped to drop some IG knowledge on these guys?
Okay. Today, you're going to go to Falcon's Instagram, and you're going to say, hey, Falcon Tire, y'all the best. That's it.
Boom.
Keep it simple today.
Y''ALL or just Y-A-L?
Y''ALL space DA.
Okay, good.
Yes. Y'all the best.
Sounds good.
You know what? Now I gotta drop.
I see. What'd you say?
I gotta drop a video for the people.
Let's see it. And while you're doing that, I got a question from Christian Clark in chat saying, when is Hurt and Dan going to do some trains together? Get some tandems in.
When we're allowed to leave.
Lockdown, boys. Would you guys go to Grange or where would you guys get it in at?
Wherever, man. Let's just get it.
Yeah, I'm not even picky at that point. I would like to get out and stretch the legs on a bigger course, but
I heard
I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best.
One of the best music videos of all time.
I'm the best. I'm the best.
All right, I'll let you watch it yourself after that.
Yo, so Hurt, I actually found some photos today. I was like going through old SD cards because I was looking for an SD card to film stuff in the garage, and I actually found photos from like early day. I think it's early day Donut Garage. Oh man, I actually found a photo of the Knucklebusters car before it was ever the Knucklebusters car.
Oh yeah?
Let me see if I can screen share this one. Hold on 1 second, boys.
Exclamation point optimize in chat, guys.
oh, people are asking.
Optimize.
Knucklebusters drop.
Oh, whoa, we got a full photo album here.
Yo, just that's the. Do you remember that? Remember that's what we actually pulled the LS out of.
Yeah.
I just found this whole group. Look at Vinny.
Yeah, Vinny's beard used to be pretty bushy.
I know.
Keeps it pretty tame these days.
Well, this was you see, this was before this was when the containers weren't painted yet.
Man.
Yeah.
He did a good burnout that day too.
Let me see but there was some other stuff I found on here. Just like a bunch of just like old stuff, like early day. Right before we started filming Daily Transmission was this era. There's also like the weirdest stuff on this card. Then there's like photos of Leah. Because I guess we brought whatever this card was, went there afterwards. Will's just always dealing with GoPro stickies. That's just kind of a standard there. So yeah, this wasn't the card I was looking for. I found one with you and Don. I guess we were like at a studio. We were shooting stuff in a studio. Not the card I was looking for. Anyway, still cool to see kind of old. Oh, here we go. There we go. That's what we're looking for. That's the Knucklebusters E36 when it still had the S50 in it. It took forever to get this damn thing to do a burnout.
Dude. And that's a true M3, right?
Yeah, it's actually a real M3. Yeah, here's
automatic
M3. I think that was like a rap lyric at one point in time.
Well, it's funny you bring that up, Scotto, because we've always got tons of questions on where this thing has been at lately.
Look at the tires in the front right there. You can see that we really cared about this thing.
And Cole Truckle,
is your brother in chat?
Yo, no, that's actually the F100. But Cole Truckle was in one of these photos. I saw it. I missed that truck, man.
Dude,
that truck, best truck.
I remember when you bought that thing. It was a tank, dude.
Oh, look, it's Davey and Joey.
Darnall.
And Darnall.
Where is he?
Man, crazy days. Good times back then.
Yeah, I have some old archives too. I got to dig in that I'll bust up on old stream from the first couple shops. Even when we were back in the small cubicle and sharing that building. But there's some, and I hate looking at these older photos because I look like a little skinny mini dude. And it's like, fuck, I turned into a big fat boy now. But, dude, there's so many good throwback photos out there.
That's what happens when you eat all the swag.
Dude.
Stop
hey, what do you think about my
swag.
line tamer jacket, Scotto?
I didn't see it yet, man.
You haven't seen it yet? This is my woodworking line tamer jacket, dude. This is my... This goes out to...
Yo, by the way, I finally finished Tiger King last night, man.
You're looking at
it. It's just such a crazy show.
There's going to be a season 2. There has to be.
I don't know how there is a season 2. Or you think is it that the dude? What's his face?
He's going to take everybody down.
Jeff Owens or whoever.
No, I think Joe Exotic's going to take everyone down from prison.
From jail,
dude.
Yeah,
maybe like the shot caller from.
I think he's going to shut down the whole tiger industry.
Cell block sexy.
There was something in the news yesterday. I don't know why I stumbled across this. He's putting a $94 million lawsuit on a bunch of people right now from jail. That might be the beginning of Joe Exotic tearing down the industry with the $94 million lawsuit.
I'm just saying, he ain't playing. Joe, listen, Joe, he might be a psychopath, but he's kind of got a, never mind. I'm just going to let the world.
Let it run.
I'm just going to let the world figure it out.
Let's see, Chad, what else you guys got for us in here? Scott, what have you been up to all day? You got the last 15 minutes. You got your business professional Hoonigan button up on. Or did you even put on pants today, or you do all video calls with just the top?
Nah, man. I'm like actually like fully dressed today. That's pretty good. I even have socks on.
Damn, this quarantine life.
Yeah.
I'm wearing Hoonigan sweats.
Honestly, I did like 2 days last week where I got up and I just stayed in like my boxers and like a hoodie. You just feel a lot better if you get dressed, man. It sucks.
Yeah, man.
Honestly, I did this bullshit today, man. I've been working on a lot of projects I can't talk about, so there ain't that much to share.
Scotto, I got something for you to share.
In the garage, which was nice. But
I got something for you to share. Earlier today, we were looking at LL8s.
Yes. That's what we're going to ask you.
Zach sent it to me.
Yeah, so go ahead and drop knowledge on the people.
Look, I mean, what do you want to know?
Dude, okay, 4-liter inline-six, right?
That's all we need.
4.2 liter.
4.2 aluminum block, right?
I don't think so. Actually, I think it's a cast block. Yeah,
cast block. 4.2 liter cast block. We watched some videos of Trailblazers. Was it Trailblazers? It's Trailblazers.
Yeah,
dude.
They sing, man. It's GM's version of the 1J, 2J Barra. So I went down a deep rabbit hole with Tony Angelo, who, by the way, was on the show on Friday, and I'm super bummed I missed him. But I had some personal family stuff going on. Was that a good show?
Oh, Tony ripped.
Tony's the best. But me and him just went down like the rabbit hole of that motor, and he built one and dynoed it. I think he made like 450 or something on like 12 pounds, like something real mellow. The problem is no one really makes parts for it yet. So like there's no cams out there or anything like that, but it'll apparently take a hella boost. And it's like 2 inches of a shorter height than the Barra, which is the big problem with the Barra. And it's only about 1.5 inches taller than a 2J. So it probably should fit under the hood of a lot of things. So I don't know, man. I've been wanting to build one. It's kind of ugly. It needs like a new valve cover or something. It doesn't like look sexy under the hood. But it definitely sounds good. Did you guys find the video of the guy who had it in like, I want to say it was like a shoebox or something like that, or a Studebaker? Did you find
yeah, we did. Yep, he did some drag pulls in it.
Yeah.
Dude,
whistles, man, it's so good.
And that's the thing. You went down a dark rabbit hole. We went down one, or I did, just earlier when this was brought up.
I just want to point out that you guys have only been on the air for 3 hours. You didn't go down the rabbit hole I went down. Mine was like 4 or 5 days of my entire night spent researching, looking up engineering diagrams of this engine, having conversations with the weirdest people on the internet about this motor. So I appreciate the little mole hole you went into.
Fair enough.
Listen, you got to pay the troll toll if you want to go down Ryan's rabbit hole.
I just
you got to pay.
Dude, you put on your sweatpants and now you're gonna be hunkered down for a while. Yeah, this is what happened to me.
Shout out to Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I might have to pull the clip up so people don't think you're creepy.
This is so what I did immediately is
that clip is creepy. I just makes it all more creepy.
Well, the other thing too, as soon as somebody says, "Oh, Scotto wants this," I knew all the research has been done, so I just believe what Scotto's research is, and I go for it. That's the thing. So, Scott already looked and he's interested in it. All right, let me take a peek.
I do so much research. I've researched entire builds that I wouldn't really build it in real life because, I'll just buy the car and I'll just sit for like 7 months. I know my own problems. But like I've researched builds from start to finish just to I don't know. I like that shit. It's a lot of fun. I guarantee you like half of our people watching this do the same thing. Like you find a car on Craigslist that you didn't even know you wanted And like fast forward 7 hours later, your girlfriend's mad at you. She's asleep. You're up in the bathroom pretending to be pooping, but you're really researching the craziest shit and trying to figure out how you could swap a K-Series into a DeLorean and figure out how that X chassis is made better. Come on, y'all been there.
I think this is what we're going to do,
Right?
Scotto, then. When you have time, when you're not working on all these projects, we need a share screen and a start-to-finish process from finding the car, when you find the car, we need a full... What is that?
Cactus cooler in a glass. That's how the classy people drink Cactus cooler.
We need a browser tab of Scotto's up and see a start-to-finish process on how...
You gotta pay the troll toll. If you want to get into that boy's hole, you gotta pay the troll toll. You want the baby boy's hole, you gotta pay the troll toll. You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What?
If you don't watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia, you're probably a better person than I am.
I just watched that one the other day, to be honest.
It's the best show. Like, seriously, if you're looking for something to do while staying at home, just marathon that from the beginning. Season 1, pre-DeVito, Danny DeVito, and just keep going.
Gotta pay the troll toll. If you want to get to the boys' hole, gotta pay the troll.
Dude, that was such a big thing at Hoonigan, like, Donut Shop era. We would just be singing that at our desks. Good old times.
Yeah. Woo!
Well, boys.
All right.
That was
I'll take one last question.
Yeah, let's get one more. Chats, go ahead and spam it. One more last question.
How much is the troll toll
for what?
To get to that boys' hole?
What would you guys spend?
$420.69.
Always easy answer.
Good price.
Scotto
That's
with
a good
the
price.
Oh gosh.
Good price. Hey, let's give one more big shout out to Falcon.
Jordan Harkama says, Scotto, I'll sell you my L8 for $800 with the vehicle included. What's the vehicle we want to know? Because we found a Trailblazer for $1,000.
I'm assuming it's a Trailblazer.
It also came in things like I think Envoy and like the Buick. What was Buick?
Those are all Trailblazers.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But they're at different varying levels of ugly, like beyond
as
it stemmed away from GM.
Yeah.
Knucklebuster Season 2 is coming soon for all the people who have said that so far.
2 weeks from today.
2 weeks.
Next Monday or the Monday after.
Let's give a big hip hip to Falcon Tire.
To date, it's coming.
And this is rumor where you've been hiding majority of the time, huh, Dan? This is.
It's not a rumor. That's where I was.
You've been hiding deep below Knucklebusters.
Deep there. This is the most intense project we've had, hands down, so far. So, yeah, it's taken a lot of time, and I'm pretty pumped. It comes out in a couple weeks. We're gonna be watching it, and you're gonna be excited.
You want to give any hints away to what it is?
No, you can't, right? Like we can't.
You can give like a little hint.
You know, I've been holding my breath for like 6 months.
What about this? Can you guys hint the manufacturer and what country the car was made from? Is that a hint or not? Would that
America?
Is that
American? It's actually one of my first like big American car builds.
Are you sure it's not Mexican, like from a Mexican factory?
What?
Well, you know, some stuff's in Canada, some stuff's in Mexico. You know what I mean?
Just throwing shade.
Yeah, chat can go wild in there right now of what that translates to. Dan's largest American muscle project-ish?
The biggest, yeah.
Is that enough hint?
Well, you had the Viper too, but
That's true. Yeah, it's like, oh.
But this is way more intensive than the Viper. Is this one of the biggest builds you've ever done?
Yeah.
You look like 47 years older. So
I feel older.
Yeah.
It's just it was very taxing because, I mean, one has been done, but nothing's been done like this to this level. So it's a wild build. And it took a lot of brain power and a lot of custom fab work and nights on the phone with a whole bunch of different people to get involved to figure out our end result, which is good.
We really hope that you guys like it, because if you haven't noticed, Dan's dead inside now because of this project.
Yeah.
It killed my soul.
And when people when people say it
You hear
sounds
that hollowness in his voice? That's coming from the dead inside.
When it comes out, I'm going to be a lot happier. Just to see what people.
You were
react.
stoked when it fired up, though.
I was pumped beyond belief when it
Hey,
started.
you want me to spoil it right now? I got a video on my phone.
No.
We're live.
People say it's an understate, or people say, it sounds crazy. That's an understatement. It's an absolutely an understatement. Like when I go out to the donut garage once a month, when I do, and I see the progress, it is nuts. It is absolutely nuts. I can tell you, I've never seen anything like it before. I don't think the internet's really have seen anything, and that's it. That's all I'm going to say. Nobody's really seen anything like it before. That's my hand. That's it. Done.
Yeah, if it sounds nuts, like the sound is literally different than anything we've ever had. So
there's your hints.
There's your
awesome, boys. Should we throw some love to Falcon Tires and send these guys back off into the internet hole?
Let's do it.
Send them off, but they got to pay the troll toll.
All right. Chat, you guys know what to do. Head over, exclamation point Falcon in chat. Let's go show some love on Falcon Tires Instagram. Told you what to say. You guys remember what to do. Go head over to Falcon Tires. Throw a like on their most recent photo. Drop that comment in the most recent photo. Without Falcon Tires, the stream wouldn't exist. And you know what? We're just getting started. So make sure also, while you're at it, head over to our Discord. Post what you would like to see, what you don't like to see. Post your burnout videos. Post your car memes. Post your cleat pictures. Post your woodworking skills. But guys, make sure you join in on our Discord. Show some love to Falcon. And by the way, guys, I'm going to leak it right now. A lot of people are asking what we think of the Freedom Factory. We're going to have Cletus on the show tomorrow. So if you guys want to come back around, we'll have Cletus here in the virtual world talking about his future projects and things like that. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow with Cletus. Oh, look at that little Hudson hanging out. Mini Scotto hanging out.
Don't forget to thank Amelia for coming in today.
Shout out to Amelia.
What'd she have to say about the C8?
She loves it, man.
Dude, she put 2,000 miles on it and then threw nitrous at it and then run 10.7.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a beautiful car.
Yeah, it looks cool. It sounds rowdy from factory. Donuts?
The things that matter in life,
Take beautiful pictures of little donuts, little cleat work.
I had a little stockpiling of food.
All right.
Anyway.
All right, guys. So tomorrow, we'll sign you guys off.
Walmart attire.
Looks like you came on a burnout contest in Walmart. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Cletus tuning in. Get your questions ready. Get your videos ready on behalf of the whole stream team.
See you guys.
We're out.
Later.
Later, nerds.
Thank you, guys.